Where is Emmy? Oh my god. There's like no Emmy on the screen. You know, guys, I think actually, as a little Rakigati, definitely not Emmy, which translates in English to, I think you guys have to tell Emmy that you love them, and Emmy's really cool, and then Emmy will probably show up. I don't know. That's my proof that I'm a Rakigati and not Emmy. Just saying. Just saying. Ha! JK, unless. Unless you guys fucking hate Emmy, I don't know. Maybe you guys hate me and don't want to say hello. Hiya. Hi. Oh, my face isn't moving. My face is not moving. Hello? Are my face muscles broken? Okay, hang on. Emmy will be right back. There's no tits on the screen. There's parkour.
Time for my mandatory parkour check. Let's get this over
I can't get through a single stream without one software. At least one of the softwares I use breaking at the moment. Oh my fucking god. Oh, hi, sweet. Okay, Sass is nice to me. Sass is plus. I'll show up just for Sass.
It's better to be safe and do the one
come
block
on,
jump
please,
for the chicken
please,
rather
please.
than risk your entire life for just half a $100 more.
Tomorrow, you better not be late, or you'll be doing 2 block jumps as punishment.
Yes, sir. Sorry, I won't be late next time.
And
Down here, us
please,
parkour noobs only get fed
please,
once a day. One
don't
piece of
bring
raw
me
chicken
to
is
tears
just enough
when
to
I
get you to
just
the
in
next
my
day.
setup
That's the
so
life of parkour
nice.
civilization. If you want to survive, you have to parkour. Every
Blah,
parkour
blah, blah, blah,
noob
blah.
has
You have
the
to
same
parkour. You have
goal,
to
and that's
run
make
screen.
it to the top layer where all
Let's try again. Let's try again. Yay! Also, I didn't say sweetie. I'll say hi. I didn't ask you to say sweetie. You don't need to be edgy about it. I told you guys to say that I'm awesome and that you love me. But I guess you don't. You fucking hate me, so I will no longer be talking to Crimson. But hi, Sassy. Hello, anyone else is here. Hi, good morning, everyone. I'm really EP today, actually. I don't know if you can tell. I think I said this before, but I feel like a lot of the time on the days where I'm like EP, especially when I'm live and stuff, unless it's like the moments that I'm like super duper, like I'm gonna fall asleep, sleepy, I'll be like, wow, I'm so tired. Someone will be like, really? How do you be so tired without showing it? And I'm like, huh? I am. I'm like exhausted. And they're like, huh? Always call you sweetie because you're my sweet little space gal. Yay! Sass loves me. I love Sass. I love Sass. Sassy my goat. Sassy my favorite person ever. The moment we did transition, an ad happened. What the hell? They don't want you to see me. Let me check that the ad settings are correct again, because they might be on the wrong fucking thing, because they were last time. They are on the wrong fucking thing. Why does it keep doing this to me? Oh my god. They're supposed to be every half hour. Fuck's sake. I've changed the setting again. Can it stop automating them randomly? It's really annoying. There we go. I changed this setting before so that they would happen every half hour, because before it was like way too much when they were just like every few minutes at random based on YouTube's choice, because it was way too many for fucking hours of streaming. And so I think every half hour is fine, but it just sometimes says no. And I think that's stupid. I think that's stupid. Refresh if it gives you one again in the next few seconds. Anyway, today we're drawing for a bee. I need to put B's name on the top of the screen. I need to put the little name up there. Where's my little name? Where's my, oh, that's the wrong button. There it is. No. Drawing. Permission for at B. Yo type yo type. You know, I always pronounce yotaite as yotaite because it looks like it's meant to be like that, like as like a Japanese word, but it's not. It comes from utaite, but with YouTube instead, because utaite is like, you know, people like singers online in Japanese, and then yutaite, as it should be, is YouTube utaite for like all of the overseas ones. But I think that's dumb. I don't want to say yutaite. It sounds stupid. We're yotaite. Fuck you. I didn't know that. Yeah, a lot of people don't know. But yeah, that's just like otaite, but like the overseas ones. And because it's like YouTube otaite. But I think it sounds stupid as hell, so I choose to ignore the pronunciation. It's like how, not to bring up Honkai Star Rail again, because I've been so Star Rail pilled lately. But I think there's a new character in Star Rail. I haven't played that far yet, by the way, so if anyone spoils on it, I will immediately throw you into the moat. But there's a new character in it called Cyrene. But her name's spelled like this. Cyrene. But apparently it's pronounced like Cyrene, which is fucking stupid! And I'm refusing to do that. I refuse to do that. So I've just been calling her Cyrene. I don't care. I do not give a fuck. Anyway, today we're drawing 𝘆cie. He has big boobies. Zoe mama, hi, Purpley. He has big boobies, so I'm gonna draw him with big boobies. That's why I put this meme on the side. I decided I'm gonna draw him like this. That's also why you can see me drawing over it to figure out how I want to do it. I don't know how well I'll be able to replicate it over here, but we'll fucking try. I should probably switch this around so I have like this closer at first and then him over there. Hang on, let me do something really quick. But this OC of Bees is actually the brother to the last one of Bees that we did. That's why I used that thumbnail of Bees OC that has like the middle finger and everything. Rack. This one, I believe his name is 𝘆cie. I might be remembering his name wrong. But that's his brother, his adopted brother. Let's put him like there. Most call her that. Cyrene? Yeah, I think I refuse to call her Cyrene. I will never call her Cyrene over my dead fucking body. Over Mighty's dead fucking body. For context, before I talk any further about Star Rail, for like where I am in the game and everything, at the moment, well, how do I describe it? Because until like yesterday, I was telling people, oh yeah, it's like Mighty's just left to go like fight and everything. But you know, I'm trying to spoil for anyone else. I'm at the point where Mighty's just left. These boobs are not going to be accurate for a while. Bear with me. I know that they're dumb. I'm just trying to get my bearings of this overall thing. It's like Mighty's just left. That's where I'm at. Don't tell me anything further. But then I'm getting nary into it because I want him, because I know he'd like a Naxa. Okay, let me start again. I started sketching this from the boobs because they're so prominent in this. But normally if I was drawing something like this for myself, I'd start with like the head and then like a neck shape and then go here. So I should probably do that. But it's kind of hard when I'm working off a reference of a real guy. I also want to like move him this way a bit so that I can have more space for his hair on this side. I could just draw straight from the thing, but I think that'd be cheating. Even though it'd be really funny. And normally I do that with memes. But yeah, Neri really likes a Naxa, so I told him if there, and next time there was a Naxa stuff, because he hasn't played himself, he's just been learning through me, and, watching gameplay on my account, that I'd wait for him and we'd watch it together. And I was like, oh, a Naxa's showing up, there'll be a little bit of story. There was not a little bit of story, there was a lot of story. A lot of things happened, and I can't really say any of them, because if anyone else hasn't played, that is major spoilers, but that stuff happened. We went to a council meeting with a Naxa, is what I'll say. You're the honkai to my star rail. Oh my god. You mean it? You mean it? She honk on my star till I rail? Oh my god. Me. He's like a major part of the story. Yeah. But I didn't realize he was that major. I knew he'd like have shit going on. But so there's, how do I put this without actually directly saying this stuff? There's a lot of spoilers that I know of for Star Rail, especially because like before I actually played, there were bits and pieces of spoilers that I knew, but I didn't care much, but I didn't know any of the context enough for them to matter. You know, like for example, if someone told you like I don't know, but you know, like say, I'll draw this out to make it make sense. So like, okay, look, here's Emmy. Here's Emmy. Okay, curl, horn, ear, hoop, ear, hoop, stupid face, fluff. Okay, so here's an Emmy, right? This is a little Emmy. I'm here. Over here is the story, a story, in this case of Honkai, of Amphorius in Honkai Star Rail, but in general, this is my example for what I'm going to say about how I take spoilers. There's like, you know, the beginning point of the story, there's a big end point, there's all these big turning points and everything, and there's all of the stuff in the middle here that actually fills it out, because this is where you get all your exposition of everything that's going on, all the stuff, and then there's like big fancy plot twists at the end. So imagine, you're me, you have not even gotten to, wait, hang on. You have not even gotten to the start part yet. You know nothing of this. You don't know a single one of these characters, except you maybe learn some few names. And then someone tells you something that's from here. This, without all of this, makes no fucking sense. So I just have this. I have just these little fragments. I know these little bits and pieces. And so I'm like, okay, whatever. I don't know what that fucking word means. I don't know what that is. I guess I know that. I don't care. That's how it was like before I actually played. I knew like little random stuff. I maybe knew a character's name or two, but I didn't know anything that mattered. And any of the spoilers I did have, I didn't have enough context for them, so I either forgot them or they just didn't make any sense. Let me save this file before I forget as well. But so then I started playing and I was like, okay, I'm getting it, I'm walking along, I'm understanding everything, and this is fine. And I still had some little bits from here, and I started to be like, oh, I can kind of put two and two together about what's gonna happen for why they said this thing, maybe, but it's not much. So it's mostly just like more like I was getting little stuff from oh my god, that's the wrong pen. Little snorri snippets from over here into my brain, and I was like, okay, you know, I'm not there yet, but that's fine. I'll get there. I'll get there eventually. I'll get there. And then I started talking to people online and roleplaying Mighty, and then suddenly it was like, bam, 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 spoiler, 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 spoiler. And I really tried annoying them. I tried letting them fly over my head like this, but my stupid little brain is less dumb than it looks. And so I tried to let them fly over my head and forget, but then I'd think for a little bit while I wasn't playing and be like, actually, wait, I think it's probably like this. And oh, this thing probably makes sense. Oh, this makes sense. And now I'm playing the game and I'm watching and I look over here and I'm like, oh no. Oh no. I think I know what's gonna happen. I think I know. I think I know. Oh no. Oh no, I don't want to go there. But I don't actually know how exactly they get to all these things, or like why is what I'm saying. Like I know these things that are gonna happen and I can kind of put two and two together about what's going on, but I don't really know why. So with the stuff with Anaxa, where he becomes a big part of the story, like I've already gone past the part where you like first meet him, and you know, everything that happens at the Grove. So now it's the part where we go to meet like the Council of Elders and everything. And then he goes and wants to ask some questions to the world-bearing god Kephalia. That's what I'm going to say, to not spoil anything for anyone else. I didn't know that any of the stuff that we found out during that part was related to him and the way he found it out. And I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? So that's my experience with the Star Rail story. And this is little Emmy. Also, what do you mean I have bald spots? I don't have bald spots. What the fuck? What bald spots? There's no bald. Point out, where is the bald spot on me? There is not a single bald spot on my head. My head is full of hair. In fact, there's so much hair that even my ears are hairy. Where's the bald spot? Look at this. There's a diagram. There's no bald spots here. There's a big tuft of hair. This is my bangs. You can even see it goes far back here. Here's my big puffs. Even these bumps are like braids. That my hair is actually. Did you guys know that? Oh my gosh, why am I hiccuping? Did you guys know that? I've been considering taking that part out of my design because you don't get to see it much with the way that my head is shaped normally. But my hair is actually like braided before it goes into the buns. That's always it's flat. Bald on the side. Where? Where am I bald? Where's my baldness? Here's my braided hair. It's all, my hair is right there on the side. Where's the baldness? There's my ear here. There's like if you mean this tiny little spike, then that's just where it gets pulled into braids, and this is my horns. There's no baldness. What the hell? What the hell? Also, hi pizza. That's what I do when I join a fandom. Except I look at the ships first so I don't accidentally get famous for the wrong reasons. Okay, yeah, that's fair. I did know a lot about the ships before I started playing Amphorius, and in general for HSR. You tend to take in whatever the main regional yaoi is before you start playing. But I mean that's part of why I started playing, because I have a friend who likes Finan, and they were like, "Can you play Mighty? Please, can you play Mighty? Please, can you play Mighty? Please, can you play Mighty?" Where is the bald? Exactly. There is no bald here. None. No bald. If I could remember my French lessons better, I could say that in French, but I don't remember how to say there's what the fuck is bold in French? Hang on. I can do this. What is bold in French? Bold in French. Chauve. Chauve, is that right? Il n'y a pas de... Oh wait, calvitie is for boldness? No, I didn't say boldness. There is no bold. Il n'y a pas de chauve. Il n'y a pas de chauve. There's no bold. I'm not bold. Hi, Taro. That was my shitty French. Don't worry, it was shitty on purpose. I promise. I was being stupid. There's no bald spot on my head. None. I am full of hair. I am certifiably... Hang on. Where's my font? Where's the good font? MS Paint, don't crash on me now. I've got a point to prove. I am certifiably not bald. Come on. This text is too big. Not bald. Not bald. No baldness here. No bald. No bald. No bald. No bald. My hair is full of my hair is full of luxurious my head is full of luxurious hair everywhere. You can see it. No, so very not real. No, non, 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 non. Je ne pas. Am I leaving cool people? Capisa de Rodia? Rodia? Whoa. She's a leghead? That's really stupid. That's silly. I like that. But yeah, I'm not fucking bald. Even this little guy is not bald. There's no bald Emmys in existence. There are so many Emmys, but none of them ever are bald. Except from that one time that Chewie ate my hair, but we don't talk about that. But yeah. So I've been playing HSR, and I have little spoilers about little things, but not enough that I had little spoilers about little things, but not enough that I like fully know everything. Now I'm starting to know everything more, but I'm still getting surprises. But rather than surprises being like, oh wow, this world is what? It's more like, oh, this guy is the reason that this world is like that, or like, oh, this is how they found out. I've got a lot to go, and I'm scared of it. And it's funny playing with Neri at the same time, aka Neri like watching while I play, specifically only if Anaxa is on screen, because then he gets to figure everything out and be entirely shocked about it, and I'm like, I'm not shocked about this, but I'm shocked about why, so I'm actually equally confused and stressed. Oh, by the way, guys, let me know if my mic is ever like too loud or peaking or making weird noises. I've changed around the setup for it on OBS a little bit. You might notice that. I changed it before the last Bunny Man stream, actually, because I've realized for a while that like the noise compression on my mic, as much as it's like good to have that to make sure that sounds like my PC or my fan when that's on don't pick up, it's like really bad on OBS. I really hate the OBS noise compression. It makes me sound so squishy and like I'm on a shitty ass mic when I'm not. I have a fancy one. And you know that it's the filter, because I sound better doing my karaoke things because that doesn't have the noise suppression on. So I was like, you know what? Why the fuck am I using it? Actually, I think it's fine. But let me know if it's fine. Let me know if it sounds good. Let me know if you're getting background noises. Let me know if it's like loud or anything. If my volume's too high, if the music's too low. Okay, I need to draw his boobies. Tell the DJ to play my song, 'cause I might die tonight. He might feel bad if I'm gonna die tonight. And he might just... This face is, like, not right. Feel bad if I'm gonna die tonight. I shouldn't have... I spent so much time just, like, cleaning this up because I was yapping about baldness that I got distracted from the main goal, which is tits. And now this is at, like, the wrong angle to draw the tits right. Feel bad if I'm gonna die tonight, and he might just play my song, and I'm sobbing at the bar, begging girls to buy me shots, threatening to haunt them if they don't. I'm gonna be a mean ghost, a real scary ghost, whoa. I've been working all week, still can't make ends meet. That wasn't even the part I wanted to sing. 1, 2, 3, 4, get down on the dance floor. It's the last night of our life, I'm gonna make it count. I'm not gonna cry, sorry. There's a lot on my mind, like where do we go? When we die, is it dark? Can I watch movies? I'm at a strip club trying to see some boobies. There we go. Tell the DJ to play my song, 'cause I might die tonight. He might feel bad if I'm gonna die tonight, and he might just play my song. And I'm sobbing at the bar, begging girls to buy me shots, threatening to haunt them if they don't. I'm gonna be a mean ghost, a real scary ghost, whoa. I love Fox Season and 3 Drinks. Best musicians of our generation. Of every generation. I'm like trying to stay awake. It makes me so comfy. I feel even sleepier. It's really silly, some of the things you can like relax or fall asleep to, Sass. Like you'll be like, yay, my little comfy shower background noise while it's me and Nex yelling. And you're like, yay, this is so comfy. I feel a little sleepy. Well, I'm like, I'm not bald! Is this the effects of being, what's it? Oh my god, what's the word? Being a Wilsonaire. That your comfy noises is someone tweaking about a really stupid joke in chat. I've been working all week, still can't make ends meet, and this is not the angle that boob curve should be at. Getting no sleep, now I'm about to freak. Let's forget about last night. And live tonight like it's our last night, last night. One of the other benefits of me changing the way that the mic is, these boobs are still bad, but I'm just gonna ignore it for a sec. It's really bothering me that I'm not getting this curve right. One of the other benefits of changing the mic around is when I start singing randomly during stuff, it won't cut it off when it gets a little bit high or something. And it also, when I do rakigachi noises, when I speak for you guys with the way that you guys speak, which is naturally just like... then it doesn't cut that off either. Yay! Yay! Yippee! I can make so many stupid high noises without them being crushed by my mic now. You guys are gonna get sick of me. Be ready. You're not already sick of me, right? You promise? Right? 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 Would you guys still love me if I was a little creature? Would you guys still love me if I was a Roblox baby? Guys, it's an important question. I gotta turn the music off. I'll illustrate it again because I drew myself as a Roblox baby before, but I need this to be clear for anyone who doesn't know what I'm talking about. Would you guys, if I was, guys, this is really important. We gotta have no music so I can ask this really serious question. If I was a Roblox baby, if I looked like this. If I look like this, would you guys still love me? I don't care if I was a worm. I'm never gonna be a worm. But if I was a Roblox baby, would you guys still love me? Nobody's answering, and it's really upsetting. I hate whimper. Would you guys still love me if I was a Roblox baby? Would you still love me if I was a Roblox baby? I would bring you pink milkies, pill baby. Yay! Yay! Okay, anyway. Back to being normal. The other thing, we have really, really cool, serious discussions on my stream. Okay, this boob is weird because I've done the little crossover in the middle. The easiest way to draw boobies, specifically big buff man boobies, is just to focus on this little part where they like meet in the middle. You just draw like a weird little sparkle, like that one sparkle that artists use to decorate their stuff whenever they don't know what to do. You put that there in between the titties and then everything's fine. Because that kind of goes just like smaller in between all of the muscles. And you can use it to figure out where to draw the boobs curving from. But I'm drawing it like really scuffed on here at the moment, and that's why it's bothering me. Because you can see that I did it here when I was sketching over the thing to try and understand how to draw boobs from this angle. But I'm not replicating it very well. I think I made his body way too wide here too. This whole thing is very scuffed. I think partially because I chose such a light fucking sketch color, it's really hard to see what I'm doing. So I keep making things worse accidentally. It's okay. We'll get there. You guys know what I say. I trust the process even if it doesn't trust me. His collarbones would be like across here. And this would be the point of his neck. Little curve. This would be his big boob. And then I'm gonna get this color instead. His boobies meet here and then curve around that one. One boobie. Two B. Still not right. Still not natural boob curves, but I think I can fix it. scared of hell, scared of hell, scared of hell. Whoa, but we'll never tell, never tell. Oh, we should do this all the time, but we can't. We're gonna die, gonna die, gonna die. I've been working all week, still can't make ends meet, and I've been getting no sleep. Now I'm about to freak. Let's forget about last night, and live tonight like it's our last night, last night. These boobies look kind of fake at the moment. I don't want to keep calling them boobies instead of boobs. Sometimes you gotta be a little bit whimsical. Embrace whimsy, be silly, enjoy things, watch kids shows, call them boobies. And can you easily change the color? Yeah, but like I'm saying that's the reason why a lot of what I did before then was kind of scuffed. And why I started erasing it all. Can YouTube stop giving me ads for the same Amazon thing? I'm kind of tempted to turn them off on this whole stream, actually. It's kind of annoying. Hang on. Arr, I'm a pirate. Yeah, me too. Pizza, me boy. Pirates of the Seven. I don't know what. There aren't really many seas here. I don't really know what we're sailing through. We're pirates of the Seven. The Seven. Here's the Seven. There be the Seven. There be the Seven. And we, the pirates... Hang on. What the fuck does a pirate hat look like? I'm turning more Scottish by the second. We the pirates, we sail the Seven. We sail the Seven. Like this. It's fucking stupid. Scared of hell, scared of hell, whoa. You should get a bunch of AIs, and I mean that's about AI. I mean ads are clearly made from AI. Oh, I do get those in general. I get them a lot lately, and it really pisses me off. I went for an Ace Attorney break. What Ace Attorney are you playing, or watching, or doing? She ace my attorney. She ace my utter till I knee. You know, I haven't actually played Ace Attorney. I've watched Cub Scouts play one of them. I don't know which one. One of them. Like I want to say the first one, but I don't mean like the oldest game. Like the PC game that's like a, I think it's PC actually. It might be on console that he's playing it. It like tells you all of the first normal story of Phoenix Wright, you know? I've watched that. And he did a few episodes of that, but I don't remember how far in the cases he got. I think he got to the one where they were at the circus and they have that weird fucking guy who gets like killed out a window or something. And that cute girl who's like a lion tamer or whatever. And then he stopped. But I haven't actually played it myself. Maybe I should play it sometime. I only watch Ace Attorney. I don't own an NS. So what Ace Attorney are you playing? Boo, 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 boo. This is not where the head should be at all. Cause it's like... I told you to play my song, cause I'm gonna die tonight. You might feel bad if I'm gonna die tonight. You might just play my song, yeah. Drawing next this thick stressing me the fuck out. I don't know how people do it all the time. This whole thing is wrong. I don't like this. I'm gonna draw it from the chin, even though I never do that because it always goes bad. I'm gonna do it and it's gonna go bad, and then I'm gonna keep trying until it goes good. You have my word. Because this draw is set like here. But that always looks wrong when I do it. I really need to take some time to study Buffer Men anyway. Maybe I should do that as my first like art study stream. I've said this for a while that I want to do some streams where we just like do studies together. My awesome friend Seraphim, you guys have seen him in Tatsus and stuff a few times, does some streams like that where they do like studies. Like they did a study on hands, I think, and one on clothes, I think, as art streams. And I want to do that, but I also want to do some that are like traditional. Like there'll be like hand cam art stuff. So I'll like bust open my sketchbook and we'll do some like life drawing studies, like proper traditional style. And you guys can study along with me if you want. But maybe I should do, this is a baby face. I got distracted and did my normal face. Maybe I should do the first one on like muscles and big men. Then I can draw Midamos. Everything I do is for him. I mentioned that I've been mighty pilled on. I really hate this. I'm really tempted to go back to my original idea of just drawing over this. Like, I'm not going to trace this whole this guy for every bit of his shading, but I'll probably take this sketch I did here and work from that. Because I'm redrawing a meme anyway. I feel like I might as well. That's normally what I do for redrawing memes of real people anyway. You go over them to get the fucking funny. Okay, hang on. I'm going to do that. I'm going to save this and then also make another version to do that. Because it's not going well. But yeah, I've been so mighty pilled along with my HSR yapping. I love Midamos, Crown Prince of Castrum Kremnos, the final king of Castrum Kremnos, the hero of 𝘆cie𝘂𝗿, mighty. My wife. That's what the my stands for. His name is mighty, right? But actually, you're misinterpreting it. The my stands for my, specifically Emmy. Wife, and the D stands for penis. Mine, Emmy's. His name is Emmy's penis. In my wife. Yeah. Trust. Neri's an etymologist. An linguist. I was about to say this is the etymology of the world. Trust me. The world? This is the etymology of the word. Neri's a linguist. Trust me. So that means I'm right. My roommate is a linguist, therefore it's true. This is the etymology of the world. Maybe that should be a Neri video. Like, you know the entire history of the world by Villords? Etymology of the entire world, I guess. I have a question. Why do your horns have swirly thingies? That's because I'm an alien cow. I'm a little space cow, and those are kind of where my power goes. That's kind of how I use it. That's where I sort of store all the power when I'm eating up dimensions. They spin around and they glow and stuff. They change colors depending on what I'm doing and what tropes I'm taking on. That's my magic. It's kind of like a wand in a way. It's up to you whether you interpret it as a magic wand that I shoot the power from or a limiter that stops me. But I normally interpret it as the first one. You gotta find out. That's for me to know and you to guess. But yeah, that's where the powers go. One day, when I'm live 2D instead of in this little form, then I'll make it. You guys will see them like rotating all the time. We're hanging out. I'll make them all spinny. Okay, I want to give him a little more space on this side so that I can put his hair over here. Because he has beautiful hair. He has big, beautiful hair and big, beautiful boobies. But this is not like in the right size mode, right? Because I normally cut it off at 850. Which would be like around there. Okay, no, it's fine. It's fine and I'm gonna make bread. Oh, okay. Never mind. Sess is not gonna make bread. I was gonna ask you if I could have some bread. If you were gonna make bread, what kind of bread were you gonna make? Actually, really cool. Hi, thank you. Hello, Cookie. You know, speaking of cooking stuff, I was talking, yes, before I got distracted again, because I can't hold down a conversation for 3 seconds. I was talking before about Mighty and how obsessed I have been with Mighty, but I've also been cooking more because of him, because Mighty likes cooking. He likes cooking, and I wanna cook more things, that pretty much everything that he mentions in game, to be honest. But in Honkai, they don't necessarily have signature dishes per character the way that they do in a Genshin, if any of you guys are Genshin players, where they all have like a food item that is specifically theirs. But what they do have instead for some of them is you can find like little things in the flavor text and in what they say in game for what their favorite like foods and stuff are. Like Mighty really likes honey cakes, which is basically just pancakes with honey and pomegranate on them, but he specifies a little bit about the way they're cooked, and I found a recipe for those and I want to cook them, but I haven't yet because I got lazy. But I did the other day make his passion fruit juice / passion fruit milk. I've been calling it milk, because a traditional drink of the Kremnoan culture, so the kingdom that Mighty is from in Amphorius, in Honkai Star Rail, is passion fruit juice, because like there's a whole flavor text thing about it that you can read if you find it in game. because they used to drink like the blood of their enemies. They're a big like war-focused nation. They used to drink the blood of their enemies after battle, and then like the god of the oceans was like, hey, listen, what if you drank anything else? What if you drank pomegranate juice and it was like not blood, and it was way better for you, and it was cooler, and you didn't have to drink people's blood for it? And they were like, oh yeah, sure, yeah, sure, that sounds fine. Pretty much. Okay, right, how am I gonna do my little trick to get this, to get the green from this and not everything else? Because I don't have layers here. But there's a way I could do that, but I need to remember how. Because doing this with with an actual image is way harder. I mean, I could technically just erase everything underneath it manually, but that would take a lot of fucking time. I have an idea. This is going to be a really overly complex way to do this. Give me 1 second. I'm going to open up Clip Studio in another tab. But yeah, so their traditional drink is pomegranate juice to use as a replacement for blood. They have several different ways of preparing it. I'm gonna nerd out while I do this thing that's off screen for a sec. They have several different ways of preparing it based on like the original way that they used to have it in order to replicate blood when they first had the recipe ages ago was literally just pomegranate juice and some salt, and then it had to be in like a what was it? In like an iron kind of like a gobble or something. You had to like soak in some sort of like iron bottle object thing to hold it in order to give it that sort of blood taste. And then, but then they evolved it into a few different recipes. Like there's one that they give to their military men before they march, which involves ginger in it as well. And I think some slightly different stuff, but it also still soaks in iron things. Or there's one that they use for ritual ceremonies, but like rituals, but also it can be things like coming of age and stuff like that. And that has honey in it to represent the gift from that liquid god that introduced it to them and is a little bit more sweeter and edible. But Mighty, specifically, this character, even though he's a big buff, super strong, like war king and everything, he really likes sweet things, and he likes his stuff to be sweet and yummy, and it's very cute. And so he makes a version of this, which technically he proved was like a more accurate to the historical recipe somehow. But he made a version of this that a lot of like old people were like, huh, this is stupid, you fucked our recipe, where you put goat's cheese and or milk in it as well, and it makes it really creamy and kind of like a dessert, and it also makes it pink. Which I think is so cute. So I made that. A lot of people I've seen have made it online by just like getting like a carton of pomegranate juice from somewhere and then a carton of milk and just kind of pouring them into the same cup. But I am a nerd. And I love Mighty Mouse. Again, for any of you guys, if you're looking at the screen and confused, I'm doing something off screen for a sec while I gap. I'm a nerd and I love Mighty Mouse, so I decided to do it entirely fucking accurately. Occupied connects pixels only, no. I want 0 tolerance for other colors. I am a nerd, so I decided to do it entirely accurately. Well, as accurately as I could. Entirely is a little bit of exaggeration. So I got... why is this... Sorry, this, the thing I'm doing at the moment is bothering me. How is that remotely a similar color? There we go. Anyway, I went and bought pomegranates myself so that I could like crush them up. Well, not crush them up, but like get all the seeds out of them and do everything my own. On my own. I didn't just get like juice from a carton, and I got goat's milk and I got goat's cheese and I got honey and everything, and I fully made it. I did not soak it in an iron thing. That's for another day. I don't want it to taste like iron, unfortunately. I would rather my drink doesn't taste like blood. Bunk. Wait, I need to remove this guy. Can this guy piss off? I'm gonna move this version over here so I can keep it as general reference for myself for the shading. Ta-da! That's what I was yapping doing. His jaw is still a little bit fucked up here, but you know, you get the idea. I forgot that I sketched in like a potential hand for him on this thing as well. Let's give him more space to exist. More room to breathe. Sorry, I'm locked in. Hang on. I'll finish what I'm saying. But yeah, I made it. I got like the pomegranates myself and shit. And I made it. And it was very yummy. It was very yummy, actually. It was really interesting. It was, a kind of interesting flavor. I don't know how to put it. Because, like, I don't normally eat goat's milk or cheese, just goat dairy in general. I don't eat goats. Not for any reason. I just don't often. I like cow's milk personally. I was gonna make a comment on that, but I kind of can't, so we're just gonna deal with that. I like cow's milk, more than every other milk. But it was really yummy, and like the goat's cheese and milk, because I used both. I was considering making a version with just one, and then like a few different ways, but I just didn't have enough pomegranates for that. Pomegranates are really fucking expensive. It made it like really rich, and rather than just like normal regular cow's milk, it wasn't like because cow's milk, especially without the cheese, is like a lot lighter and like sweeter, I'd say, whereas the goat stuff is like a lot more of a thicker, denser, richer flavor. But then with the honey and pomegranate combo is really yummy, because pomegranates are like a little bit sour, and then honey makes it all sweet. Very nice, very nice. I don't like this jaw here at all. Gotta make it look more like my own art, because at the moment he's really fucking long, because I was referencing the original thing, and I don't want that. Mighty has good taste. It's kind of hard to drink, I will say, at least the way I made it. If I made it with more juice, and probably more like water or something as well, like thinned it down into being more of a juice than a milk, it'd probably be easier. As it was, as the way I served it, it felt kind of like a dessert of its own. And I think it also would have been extra good with his pancakes, so I have something to like, there's something crispy to munch on with them, rather than just drinking it on its own. But again, I got too lazy and tired. And so yeah, I can go, bye pizza! I don't want to set the world on fire. I just want to start a flame in your heart. In my dreams I have but one desire, and that one is you. No other will do. I've lost all ambition for worldly acclaim. I just want to be the one you love. And with your admission that you feel the same, I'll have found the goal I'm dreaming of. Believe me, I don't want to set the world on fire. I just want to start a flame in your heart. Sorry, you said the sentence for 1 second and immediately it ticked off my brain. I love that song. It's one of the go-to things is that I sing all the time when I'm just like bored and sitting around. Power of ranting about other stuff you draw is truly powerful. It is! I love the power of ADHD. This is why art is a great skill to get into, because you can do other shit while you do it most of the time. Unlike doing like a music or something, because when I'm working on music stuff, I have to lock in and it sucks. I can't listen to other stuff because I'm, listening to something, so I gotta keep listening to it, and I can't like play other stuff in the background that much. I can't yap the whole time because I gotta use all my brain. Art's different. Well, they're different forms of art altogether. They're both art, but drawing is different. I just want to be the one you love. But anyway, back on topic. I wonder if I can... Hang on, let me find a photo of the pomegranate milk that I made. Because I need to go get a drink in a second anyway. I don't like the way this hair is here. Make his hair bigger at the back, so it makes a bit more sense. Like that. That's gonna be the little flick of his back hair. I want to make it really choppy and layered, because he has all these fluffy layers to it. So I want to give it a bunch of different lengths to make him look extra fluff. He's a fluffy little guy, despite being a big guy. I love big himbos. I just want to be the one you love. And with your admission that you feel the same, I'll have found the goal I'm dreaming of, believe me. I forgot I was talking about pomegranate milk. I forgot again. I completely forgot again. Okay, hang on. So Emiraki's into this. To the boobs or to I don't want to set the world on fire? Which one? There's a few things going on. Not sure if you saw what I said earlier, but I was going to make another MS Pink comment. Noticed one of the other comments after finishing today. I thought I should mention it. Oh, yes! I did notice that. I will change that in a sec. Thank you for letting me know. Thanks for singing in front of my cake. Did it make your cake taste better? It's like a magic spell. It's like I was going, I'm like you, but I was going, I don't want. Now your cake won't set on fire. Boobs on fire? I wish. I don't even know what that means in this context with the way I said it. Here we go. Here's the pomegranate milk. Oh, that's big. Ta-da! Pomegranate milk. It's like, okay, arguably though, I felt very lied to. I didn't realize I was crying the whole time, sorry. I felt very lied to because they said in the game that, well, there's other characters that describe it as him doing that to make it pink. I don't think he does it to make it pink, but it does turn pink when he puts the milk in. But like, pomegranates, as you can show from my other pictures, are very red. They're very red, and I was like, yeah, that makes sense, that if you have pomegranates and then you juice them and then you add a little like of a light thing like milk, this is gonna turn pink. But it fucking didn't. It's like kind of pink here, but it's not that pink. Let me get my other photo that I had of it, because IRL it was like very purple. Look at this. It's like Castorus colored. This is purple. That is purple. That is not fucking pink. I was lied to. I wanted a pink drink, but it was yummy. Never heard of pomegranate milk before. Yeah, because the reason I'm making it is because of a video game. Because of Honkai Star Rail. Because my favorite character in, well, one of my favorite characters in Honkai Star Rail, his traditional culture uses pomegranate juice as like their cultural drink. I said that whole sentence wrong. But they use pomegranate juice as their cultural drink as a replacement for drinking their enemy's blood after battle. But he specifically likes to put milk in it to make it like sweeter and yummier and nicer and quote unquote healthier. Like better for your body. Because it will make you strong, but it also makes it pink and yummy and like a thick little dessert. One desire, and that one is you. No other will do. I've lost no ambition for worldly acclaim. You know what other song I have in my... What is knocking on my desk? You know what other song I have stuck in my head at the moment that is a really weird contrast with I Don't Want to Set the World on Fire? I've got 𝘆cije𝗂𝗿 Nice Try in there. I don't even like that song that much. But it sure is there. My brain sure... What the fuck is like rattling under my desk when I move? What is making that sound? Oh, is that what it is? Is it my highlighters? It's my highlighters. Okay. I've had 𝘆cije𝗂𝗿 stuck in my head. So in my brain right now, like one half of it is going, I don't want to set the world on fire. And the other half is going, 𝘆cije 𝘂𝗿, 𝘆cije 𝘂𝗿, which is really weird to hear both at the same time. I hate that song. Yeah, I don't like it much either. I was like okay with it at first. I was like, okay, I kind of get the idea. It's a funny little thing. I don't know why she looks like that, but Uno's song, I guess, is kind of silly. And then I got sick of it really quick. There's one cover of it that I like. The cover by Yusun, unnamed, with Dakapo, and I forget the other two people's names because they're not in the title, is really fun. And I think because they add so much silliness to the song and like so it make it so over the top and silly and like a full voice actor thing of them playing game, I can enjoy that. But the song on its own, I do not really listen to. I even considered when it came out, I was like, I mean, in theory, in the overall vibe of this, it's kind of silly. Like I see the vision. It's almost kind of like an Emmy cover core with the like yeah, the whole silly like rage baiting playing a stupid game like Uno. But it's just like I can't make this song hit. It's just not good enough. I do like in general though how that person just makes a whole bunch of like nonsensical songs. I love Vocaloid producers that do that, especially with their weird like username and their little black box on the screen as their watermark. Fascinating little guy. You're an idiot. Look honest, I'll never forgive you in general. I hate you. Listen to musicals. Ooh, what musicals are you listening to? That's hella cool. I wonder why I turned up purple then, especially since blood isn't purple. That's what I'm saying! Well, the blood part is, because, again, normally they don't have the milk. The milk is an addition from my little baby girl. So normally, it would just, if they're just juicing it, they're just making the juice with salt, in which case it would be a kind of red color, like blood. Because pomegranates, pomegranates kind of look like gore together when you open them up, to be honest. Pomegranate juice is red. It's like a dark blood red. So it's kind of perfect. But when I added the milk and cheese and stuff, it turned purple instead of pink. And that made me sad. Made me so sad. Hamilton Heathers and a few others. Hell yeah. You know, I want to see more musicals live. I've seen a few of them. What musicals have I seen live? I've seen 𝘆cie, which was great. I've seen Dear Evan Hansen live twice. I feel like there's another one that I'm forgetting right now. Oh, I've seen Jamie. Everyone's talking about Jamie, and that was really good, actually. Because 𝘆cie and Dear Evan Hansen were ones that I was already fans of the music of, but hadn't seen live. And I thought they were way better live. Especially Dear Evan Hansen is one where I thought, just by listening to the songs, I'd get the idea of the story, but I didn't fully grasp until I actually watched it. And 𝘆cie is just great live because it feels like a real fun pop concert, and I love it. But Jamie, I had like heard the name of it before, but I'd never taken an interest in seeing it or like listened to any of the songs and stuff. But it was absolutely fucking wonderful. I loved the cast that was there from mine as well. I'll have to check out their names and sometime because it was not the original cast. I mean, especially because I'm British, you know. So it never is compared for most musicals. But that one was like, did have all British themes in it. So I don't know if it's originally British. I don't know. But it wasn't the original cast. But I thought the guy who played Jamie was absolutely amazing. And it really became like one of my favorites super fast. It's a great musical. If any of you guys haven't heard of it, I highly recommend it. It's about a little guy a little gay kid in like a normal ass town discovering himself and getting into drag and trying to like figure out who he is and his own identity and how to be proud of it, basically. And it's very fun, very good. Very gay. I'm trying to get Mimuka a nice try out of my head. If you can't tell, I'm trying to talk about all these musicals. I'm trying to change topic. But yeah, I think I've seen other musicals live, but I cannot remember them off the top of my head now. But I used to watch a lot of pantomimes when I was younger, which, if you don't know, is a British thing that we do. It's kind of like going to watch a play or watch a musical, but they're specifically these like really silly versions of them that are mainly for kids and like families. You'll find them mostly just like local theaters, like any like a local town hall with just like a theater cast of like, you know, mostly like 10-year-olds and whatever teachers do it on their day off. But pantomimes are very silly. They're also based around audience interaction, which is part of why they're silly. Like, say you'll have a character on stage who's let's say this is a villain. It's me. Well, actually, no, say this is the protagonist. It's me. I'm the protagonist. I'm the protagonist of the story, right? I'm your little pantomime hero. And it's like I'll be standing here. Ooh. Let's give me a little crown. I'm a prince now. Here's my fancy cape. I'll be standing here like, whoa, I heard that there was a big bad enemy out here. And this is all you guys in the audience, okay? All these little green guys. I heard that there was a big bad enemy out here in these forests that I'm at. These totally real forests with like a really silly background. But I can't see it anywhere. I guess the enemy must have gone. And then behind me, I'm going to draw an evil Nerifle, right? How did I draw Neri's hair? This is the evil Nerifle. Pretend this is accurate to his hair. It's literally not. I designed his hair, but this still isn't accurate. Stupid hair. I'm gonna draw him in a big cape. And say the enemy's coming on stage, and then all the kids ever in the audience will go, "It's behind you! He's behind you!" And I'll turn around and go like, "What? What? I don't see him over there. Where could he possibly be?" And they come on here and they go, "It's behind you over that side." And I look over there and I'm like, "Huh? He's not there," until we eventually do it. So there's lots of audience interaction. And like when the villain comes on stage, everyone in the audience boos and you like cheer for their big moments. And sometimes there's songs that involve audience interaction. They're very silly. They're normally done based on real fairy tales as well. Emmy turns the door. Yeah, it pretty much is. Like, imagine the experience you get with Dora, except it was an entire musical being performed in front of you. They're normally based on, like, a regular, like, fairy tales in the public domain. Like, you'll find ones that's, like, Cinderella or Beauty and the Beast. But they always have a little bit of a silly spin on them based on that. Most of the time, they're jukebox musicals as well. If you guys don't know what that is, for any of you guys musical fans, that's when a musical is based on, like, existing songs rather than original stuff for it. Like, you know, when what's the fucking... I was trying to think of a good example for a jukebox musical, and now they've all left my brain. Well, there was that one Cinderella movie that was a jukebox, wasn't there? What fucking name are... Hang on. Cinderella. Hang on. When was it? In 2021? Yeah, the one with Camilla Cabello in or whatever. That one was a jukebox musical because they mostly used like existing songs for it, right? Like they were going like, "What a man, what a man, what a man, what a mighty good man," when the fucking princess came out and shit like that. you know? And they sung like Material Girl for shit. They sung Somebody to Love, stuff like that. So when they use existing songs instead of like writing original ones for the story, that is a jukebox musical. Most pantomimes are like that. They might have an original thing in there, but most of it is existing music, so you can like get into it with them. And they will always also, a lot of times they involve cross-dressing as well. Hi, Addie! A lot of times they involve cross-dressing, specifically. But that's partially, I think, just because a lot of pantomimes are done with like really small local casts. So what they'll do often... I've talked about this before, actually. I've talked about this because I've talked about how my gay awakening, some of my first moments of realizing I liked girls is because of watching pantomimes. I've told you guys about this. So what they'll do, as they often, I think, have mostly young girls in their cast, like teenage girls, is they'll have like their princess in whatever, you know, stupid like Party City princess costume. And then when they need a prince, it will normally also be a girl. Yes, this is 𝘆cie. I've talked about this pantomime prince thing so many times. It'll normally also be a girl, right? And so you imagine whatever girl they have that can look most handsome and serious. And then also talking to the princess who's a girl. So we're already gay. And I'm like, yay, there's lesbians here. And then they'll get the prince. They normally put her hair, like they make it all sleek and then put it in a big pretty ponytail. And then they'll put her in like a fancy suit jacket with like the shoulder pads and like everything, you know, like a little princely jacket, right? And then for some reason, every pantomime I went to as a kid did this. They put them in like booty shorts, like not like booty shorts, but like the cycle shorts, like really tight shorts under there, and then tights, oftentimes fishnets. And then like big fancy, the highest they can get boots to make them look all princey. And little Emmy saw this, and I was like, oh. I was like, oh. When I was like 10, and that's when I was like, you know, I think I like girls. And I still like princely girls to this day. But yeah, pantomimes have that, and also along with the cross-dressing, because that's like the cross-dressing thing that's by coincidence, but they also have purposeful cross-dressing, in which pantomimes always have a pantomime dame, which is always a dude, normally like the biggest burliest one they can find in the cast, dressing as like doing drag is the best way I can put it, but doing really ridiculous silly drag. There's always drag involved in pantomimes. Normally they'll play as like a side character rather than the main ones, like say they'll be like a character's mom. They often add mothers to characters that don't have them mentioned in their fairy tales, like say Beauty and the Beast, but she has a mom with her instead of her dad. And then her mom is a pantomime dame, and she'll be in like a really ridiculous costume with like big fake boobies bouncing around everywhere, and like you can tell she's a pantomime dame from afar. It's like all over the top, super silly. And they always have a silly like a comic relief role in it. It's very fun. I love pantomimes. They normally do some kind of audience engagement song as well. But yeah, anyway, my point originally, because we were talking about musicals and I was saying which ones I've went to see, because half the time when I think about musicals that I've seen, I think about all of the like big like Broadway musicals and like West End ones that have come over here. And I'm like, yeah, I've seen that and that and that. And then I tried to think about more and I just started thinking about pantomimes instead, which doesn't really count. But that is a lot of musicals, technically. I've been watching musicals all my life because I've been going to pantomimes all my life. Bing, bing, bing. Oh, bye-bye, Cookie. Thanks for hanging out. Bye-bye. Oh, I didn't realize you were talking about seeing them. Jack and the Beanstalk? Yeah! Yeah, the Dame was one of my favorite parts. It's so fun. I'll catch you on the flip side. Have a very lucky day! I love pantomimes. I wanna like throw a pantomime. That would be so fun. Can you imagine if I got to do like a pantomime with all of the like, I need to stop calling them Emirati Ian. I mentioned this to my friends before. I'm gonna call them hyperspace homies from now on. Can you imagine if I got to write a pantomime featuring all of the hyperspace homies? I don't know what it'd even be about. Like if I do like a fairy tale or some made up story, it would be like our lore but stupid. But that would be so much fun. We could do it as like a stream, so then you guys really get to say like, it's behind you and shit in chat. Addie, would you star in a hyperspace homie pantomime? I know Addie would say yes. I mean, I would so be involved in that. Yeah! It would be so much fun. Can you imagine? It's behind me, isn't it? Yeah, but like a little bit lower. It's right behind me, isn't it? Lines like that are exactly what pantomimes are made for. They're always so much fun. And you know, pantomimes being jukebox musicals most of the time would make it really stupid for a stream. Because imagine, it's like, yeah, okay, it's behind you, and then I've fallen in love with my princess after I finally found her, after all you guys helped me find her and everything. And then we start singing, and I'm like, what the fuck would I sing? I need a love song in my brain. I'd be like, I never known someone like you. Stream struck down for copyright. I don't know why Glue Song was the first thing that came into my head. I just needed a song. Maybe that was in my head earlier. I've still got Mimu Kawa and Nice Try stuck in my head. Guys, I need help. Please get this song out of me. Please. I would write it. Let's fucking... Oh, you would write a great pantomime, Maddie, now I think about it. That would be awesome. That would be so good. Can we make Tom be the pantomime dame, too? Hey, Twitch only copyrights on VODs. Yes, it does. That's why a lot of people on Twitch, they like play music in their streams and then just have it so that the music doesn't go through to the VOD, so their VOD is like silent. But I'm not on Twitch. YouTube is not like that. I mean, to be fair, my streams, most of the copyright stuff does happen after the fact, but YouTube does like catch it out while you're live in some cases. They're watching. From the glue, don't forget to kiss me, or else you'll have to miss me. I guess I'm stuck forever onto you. I've been stuck by glue onto you. I've been stuck by glue, finding the right words to use for this song. If my nose sounds a little stuffy while I'm singing, by the way, that's because I'm probably sick. I should explain that. I mentioned that I was like sick recently. I thought I just like ate too many tropes, too many dimensions all at once, but I don't really know what happened. I won't go into it much because it's kind of TMI and a little gross. But I was like, I had one day and I was like, oh, I'm gonna puke, blah, blah. And then I was like, okay, maybe I'll feel better. And then it happened again later, and I was like, oh, that doesn't feel good. And then I woke up the next day and I was like, I still feel bad. That's not great. I won't stream. And I was like, okay, I'm getting better. And then Neri's mom came home with a cold, and now I think I'm getting her cold. It's like I've not got it yet. I'm not super sick yet, but I can feel it. I can sense it coming. I know it's there. I know it's coming to get me. And I'm scared. Emmy, you gotta listen to me, Emmy. Who are you dating in this pantomime? It's gotta be one of us. Oh, this is true. This is true. Addie, can I date you? Because I think you'd make a really good, like, pantomime prince. In the way that I described, like, the pretty girls that opened my gay mind as a kid. Can it be you, Addie? Use for this song, I have you in mind, so it won't take too long. You're here and so I love you. Ba-da-ba-ba-bum. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-bum. Ba-da-ba-ba-bum. Let's move this little fake hand he has. I'm probably not going to line this one cleanly. I think I'll just turn this sketch into the line out, like change the colors and use it as that. Because I think it's kind of, it looks kind of nice sketchy. It suits him sketchy. You really think so? Yes, I do think so. I think it's perfect for you, Addie. I think you'd be very cool. Can I get to make Nim/Finn and Seraphim sing the song? Yay! Yippee! I did not expect this. Yowie? You should always expect Yowie in my streams. Ow, there's something in my eye. I've spent half of this stream crying. Oh, there's something in my eye. What the fuck did you guys put in there? Who put something in there? I've told you there's so many places to store things. I have like Sanrio boxes. I have cute little BT21 organizers. My eye hole is not where you store items. I know you guys are like really small. I know Rocky got you to like completo size, but that's still not where things go. Oh my god, ow, get out, get out, get out. Please, I don't want to repeat of that one stream where I had something in my eye for like an hour. Okay, I think it's going. At least it's not actively attacking me right now. Anyway. I don't know what I'm seeing. Me and that boy, I'm too fly. Let's go out and have fun. Pick it up and can't touch it. Okay, I want more fluff here. I'm too hot, I'm squeezing my dun. Let's go out and have fun. Pick it up, put it down, can't touch it. Dun. Yaoi pantomime? Yeah! I mean, most pantomimes end up as Yuri anyway. We just get to have the Yaoi version. It's Yaoi and Yuri if you think about it, because it's me and Addie. And we can do anything we set our mind to. Like kiss, and say that it's gay, and kiss, and say that it's lesbians, and kiss. Not much else, but we can sure do that. We're both too tired and overworked to do much else. But we can sure do that. Okay, that looks okay. Let me make his hair bigger over here. Me and that boy, dun. No, the era of me and that boy, dun. Yeah. I went from one song that's like, it will get really repetitively stuck in your head to another, but at least I like this one better. Mimokawa is still there though, just so you know. I'm still trying to escape. My brain is still going, Zako. Hi, Mimokawa. Nice try. I wish I liked that song. Like I said, there's like one cover that I really like of it that I think is really fun, but other than that, I do not listen to it. I always lower my volume whenever I come across it. Yeah, that's so valid, actually. We're still waiting my MEX Addy fanfic. True. I should do like a stream writing fanfic. I've never written a full fanfic before. This is a bad idea. I do write, but I don't write fanfics on my own. I think that would be fun. We should do like a fanfic written with chat input. Like you guys can help me write one. Get a say when we say. I'm gonna make his ears a bit bigger because they're kind of looking like little kitties right now. He's supposed to be a wolf. These are not wolf ears. This is baby ears. I actually wanted to do more streams that involve chat interaction in the future in general. Like, oh, should I say this? Because I was going to keep the whole idea a surprise, actually. So I don't know if I should say that. Okay, I've got to debate. Let me think about that for a sec. But before I say that, I will say that part of why I want to do that, because in general, I think it's fun when you guys get to have like an input in what we're doing. Like how, you know, before we had like the Batsus, I want to do another Batsu thing with another visual novel. There's a few other dating visual novels that I want to play, because it doesn't really work with things like Cage of Roses, where I'm like super locked in the whole time with like a serious story. But with one where it's like a normal dating sim, I can definitely do that again. I think that was super fun. And it was so fun to do as like the first stuff I did, because it was very chat involved, which is kind of risky to do early on. But it meant I got to like know you guys better, and we got to, you know, all have a part in what happened, and it made it more fun and memorable. And I miss doing stuff like that. I feel like lately I've been doing a lot of the same stuff on repeat, which is fine. It's fine to have our little like regular schedule, and you know, I do this stuff because it's fun. But I want to shake it up more again. Getting complacent, by which I mean it's just that I've been busy. So most of my streams have been trying to get the stuff that I'm doing done so that I can do other bigger stuff. But I think there's more fun things we could do. Anyway. So yeah, I want to do more fun things. And also, I've been wanting to try multi-streaming onto some other platforms. Like, multi-streaming onto Twitch is one of the big ones. Because I have a lot of friends who use Twitch, and I really want to try it out. But I'm scared to just, like, go over there on its own. But also, this is a big maybe. But I've considered maybe multi-streaming to TikTok. Or streaming on TikTok every now and then just for the sake of it. I have a friend that streams on TikTok who's been talking about it. And I've watched people stream on there sometimes. But I don't watch TikTok streams much because the format of the app kind of annoys me. But, like, I do use TikTok. And I use it to post my art shorts and stuff. And that's where they've done best. But I don't make art shorts very often because I run out of time to go and clip all the art tips that I share on stream. But I think that could be a fun place to maybe do some art stuff sometimes. But rather than that, I was like, well, art streams I don't see much on TikTok. Gamer ones though, I do, because that's a little bit easier to just sit and yap with. So maybe I should do more gamer things. And I'm like, oh, but a normal game, I don't know, but I want to put this thing and this thing on TikTok. And so then that's part of why I was like, oh, if I did things that had chat interaction, that would honestly make having a multi-chat more fun because it means that there's more of you guys to give input on it and come up with silly things, even if you can't necessarily see them all yourself. Because the issue with doing things that are based on what you guys say is if I happen to pick a time or something that a lot of people can't be here, then it's risky. But one of the things I was considering... Oh, do I want to tell you guys? I don't want to tell you guys stuff this early. Well, okay, there's only a few of you guys here, so your lips are sealed. But I don't know if I said this before. I think I managed to keep it a secret, but maybe I didn't. But I have been maybe setting up a Minecraft server to play with all of the hyperspace homies so that we could do a special like Minecraft like sort of roleplay SMP kind of thing and do that together as big streams. Now I know I don't got it, but I want to talk about the things. I'm just debating if I'm gonna say it. So because the reason I've been hesitating on doing anything further with that is because the next idea that I was gonna say, because I was considering you guys are very excited. I was considering an idea for like a character or something to do for myself, right? I was like, okay, well, if I'm gonna do this, stream with a bunch of my friends who are always in like the top 2 streams and everything, and you know, they're all welcome to stream their POVs and everything, but it'll probably mostly be mine. But I want to come up with like a fun character, because normally when I play Minecraft with my friends, we do roleplay a little bit, but it's normally just a little bit. I'll probably lean into a bit more. I want to do something that's fun to roleplay, and so I was considering having like a character idea be a guy who's like claims to be like, I don't know, like possessed by so actually part of the inspiration of this is I've been watching VCraft Enchanted, a big Minecraft roleplay that's been going on, hosted by some of the livers from Niji-san, but also with a bunch of VTubers from other places, and some of them made like a church to a god that they call Chat. And I was like, what if I made a character who's claimed to be like possessed by a spirit or demon or like god or something that is called Chat or is called Rakigachis, and so like when I'm interacting with others, I can only say whatever you guys say in chat. So like I'll like, you know, do like normal Minecrafting stuff on my own, but I'll go to talk to the others and it's like up to you guys whatever I say. But I don't know, I feel like it's an idea that relies on you guys so heavily that I was debating over it, because I was like, I can only really know if this would work if I actually talk to Rakigachis about it, but to do that I kind of gotta announce the whole thing. And I wanted to keep it a secret until it was ready. But I will, we might as well talk about it. The gasp. You guys are gasping so much. So it sounds interesting. Yeah, okay. I think it would be funny. Because we're not, I really wanted to play on like a super modded thing, like use like a Cottage Witch mods or Create mod, stuff like that. Because there were some of my friends who wanted to use Create so they could do like a big tech stuff and also be trans. And I wanted to use like magic things, but we didn't manage to get all that because we need to make it compatible with everyone's devices. But it could still be fun and silly to have a thing about it. I don't know, maybe try to find a way to remove my curse, maybe not. Still talking Hyperspace Homies the musical. Yeah, we've got so many silly ideas, the Hyperspace Homies. I love my Hyperspace Homies. But yeah, I don't know, I thought that might be funny and very annoying for me. I would tell everyone this beforehand, of course, so that they know if they're waiting for me to say something. And if you guys don't say anything, I'll probably just say normal stuff, but then the second you say something, I'll just be possessed by it. But I thought that could be silly. Now, I don't know what kind of guy I'll make the guy itself. Like, what kind of person character I'll be, what my goal will be, especially because normally my goal when I play Minecraft, including when I'm on servers with my friends, is just make something pretty and spend all my time decorating it. In fact, half the time I follow tutorials for my Minecraft builds. Like, I follow tutorials for the main build itself because I hate planning the shells in Minecraft, and then I just decorate them as I please forever. But I feel like it would be a lame stream if the whole time was just me standing there looking at a list of blocks that I need and then going to search for those blocks and then just building and like stopping every 2 seconds to check a video that I'm looking at off screen. So I'll probably try to do something myself. I don't know what my plan will be, but I guess that's stuff that I can figure out in private. But you can know the little chat position idea. Yeah, and I thought something like that would be extra silly to do on, like, multi-stream at the same time. I don't know. I'll try multi-streaming soon. I actually technically have a thing set up for it. I'm just scared to press it. Like, I have a plugin installed on OBS so that if I wanted to right now, I could stream to Twitch. Like, I could set this stream to go to Twitch as we speak, but I'm not gonna. Because I need to set it up to make the chat look right. Because I believe, I don't remember if it's Twitch or YouTube, but one of them is fine with you multi-streaming, but because they can't really stop you doing that, but is not fine with the chat of another platform being displayed on screen. You're not allowed to do that. So you have to set it up so that it looks different on both, or like have a combined thing, or not have chat, and I haven't figured that out yet. Honest to God, do the what? Help me. Have you heard of tangents and art? Yes, I have. They drive me insane all the time. You'll often, when you guys watch me lining, you might often see that I'm just like going and thickening something and moving something slightly. That's often because of a tangent. I actually had this issue. Ooh, I don't think I have a screenshot of me right now, but I will draw it. I had an issue with a tangent line that was really stressing me out the other day while I was trying to line the design for Neri. For anyone who doesn't know what those are, that is basically when lines and art like meet each other or like run alongside each other in a way that makes it misleading, like kind of confusing to understand what it is. I can get a diagram for this in a sec, but I'll try and draw something of it myself. So let's say we've got a guy here. This is Mr. Guy's body. And I want to put a chair behind Mr. Guy, right? Let me put his face here. I want to have him sitting on a chair. So I'm going to put the chair here. And I want him to have his arms out either side of him while he's sitting on the chair. So I'm going to put his arms here. Let's put his arms here. He's sitting on his chair. You see how already it's like really hard to tell what the fuck is going on because these are tangent lines. Arguably in this case, obviously, you know, they're like the same color, so that fucks it up as well. But even if they were different colors, you can't really tell what's going on. These lines like meet in this little corner really weirdly. These ones like perfectly line up with this little box in a way that makes it A, look really unnatural and stiff because in real life people are, you know, not that perfectly balanced and measured out, and B, makes it really hard to read anything because you look at it and you're like, what's this box in this circle? But if we did this and then we made his chair go like a let's say like this, and obviously I'll get rid of the line in between him now. He's got a little box behind him now. You can see that it's behind him, and I want his arms out. Maybe I'll put one of his arms like this, so it's off to the side, and one of them on his hip. This doesn't work too well when it's in this stupid shapes. But you want him to not meet so much. Here's his arms. And I'm going to make this, like his chin actually overlap here rather than making a perfect line. And it's a little easier to tell what he's doing now. That's how you get rid of tangents. You want your stuff to overlap and move out of the way so that the lines don't all cross and meet into each other in a really fucking material girl. Yeah, in a way that makes them all seem like they match up. Where like so like you can see here, I've got all this overlaying hair, but it's all like crossing to different places. You know, like what I don't want most of the time is parts like this, where the line of this hair goes directly into where the gap here is meant to be, because this is like a little tuft here, a little fluff bit. But if this line goes into it, you can't tell where one ends and one begins. So what I'd normally do is I'd change this curve so that it goes over here a bit, and then make this come forward, and then make the gap pronounced. So that way you can tell both apart. And they don't become one thing. Yay! Anyway, titty time! Part of why I'm definitely going to leave this sketchy is because then I don't have to come up with good line art for these boobies in MS Paint. Because with this angle, I would normally leave most of the way that these boobs work to shading, but I can only do so much of that here. Material girl! You know, someone called a piece of AI generation because I had a handful of tangents. These tangents are also consistent in someone's other pieces, by the way. Oh my gosh. Yeah, see, that's part of, honestly, one of the reasons why you should avoid them. And in a way, it's a good way to explain it. That, even though, you know, tangents are an art problem long before AI art existed, they kind of gave that same feel that you get when you look at AI art, where everything is just a little bit too perfect and a little bit too confusing to understand. That's why you should avoid them. It gives that same sort of discomfort. Material girl, I want Chanel on boo. Sally's Nick steady jacking cause they know I'm the truth. Material girl, and I get it from a man bum main bus now. These hoes can't stand me. Material girl, currently working on a Grammy, meanwhile pussy popping with your man in Miami. Material girl. Chanel's and pearls, it's a trick that it takes to keep the girls. Okay, boobies. I love boobies. I'm at a strip club trying to see some boobies. My coconuts, you can put them in your mouth. Run now, run now, run now, run now. My coconuts, watch them bounce up and down. Bounce up and down, bounce up and down. Where is... You can't really see his collarbone in this. And I've got his hair covering that whole area. So I guess, let me get rid of some of that. And that. Make his boob bigger there. It's not big enough. Just scratch out the shape. There's a whole bunch of sketchy lines that are making this confusing too. What other songs there about boobies? Guys, can you give me a song about boobies? Hair girl long like Tia, money go long like Nia. I am the big idea. My twin's big like Tia. My twin's big like Tia Tamara. Oh, wait, Tia Tamara. Oh, wait, Tia Tamara. Oh, wait, Tia Tamara. Hair girl long like Tia, money girl long like Nia. I am the big idea. My twin's big like Tia. My twin's big like Tia Tamara. Oh, wait, Tia Tamara. Oh, wait, Tia Tamara. Wait, Tia Tamara. They said, Doja, he's so sticky. I said, thank you very much. Bent the whole world over and said, spank you very much. Oh, I forgot. Wow, how could I forget about milkshake? My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard and they're like, it's better than yours, damn right? It's better than yours. I could treat you. I could teach you. But I have to... I'm too Doja Cat build. I said I can fucking treat you. But I have to charge. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard and they're like, it's better than yours, damn right? It's better than yours, I could teach you, but I have to charge. That song used to always make me think of Doja Cat. Now it always makes me think of Cat's Eye. Life is good. Pretty girls all around. I'm still seeing so much art of Lara in the from Cat's Eye in the little like I could teach you pose, and I love it. I love it. I hope it never stops. She's so fucking gorgeous. She's so gorgeous. One chance, Lara, please. One chance. One fucking chance. She's so fine. I did these boobs wrong. I know you wanted the thing that makes me what the boys go crazy for. Na 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 na. Warm it up, na 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 na. The boys are waiting, na 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 na. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard and they're like, it's better than yours, damn right? It's better than yours, I could treat you, but I have to charge. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard and they're like, it's better than yours, damn right? It's better than yours, I could treat you. I could teach you, but I have to charge. These These boobies are incorrect. They're like too round, which I know shouldn't really be a complaint with boobies, because they're boobies. They're meant to be round, but they're too round. You know, when I wanted to post about this on my Instagram story and say, like, I'm live now, drawing booby, I said, like, drawing boobs, I mean boobs, I mean boobs, I mean boys. And it told me, like, hey, this caption is pretty similar to ones that have been reported in the past, and had claims made about them. Are you sure you want to post this? This could be harmful content. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm just drawing boobies. I didn't do anything. Is someone gonna report me for drawing boobies? I was paid to draw boobies. I just realized my headphones have been falling out this whole time. I don't like having, I have in-ear headphones now, and I don't like having them the whole way in, because I'm not used to hearing myself talk this much while my ears are muffled by headphones. So I feel like I'm either going to get really loud or really quiet, and it's going to be strange. Because hearing your voice out loud while it's just like, while you're just like speaking normally, then it's fine, because you're used to the way your voice sounds like going through your ears and stuff. But when your ears are muffled, it's different. It feels really weird. It feels like I'm listening to a recording of myself, but like all the time. Do you guys like the sound of your own voice? Like, not in the sense that you're like, oh yeah, my voice is so good, I'll listen to myself all fucking day. But like, when you're just like, do you like the way that you sound when you speak or sing? Do you prefer it when it's recorded? Do you hate it more when it's recorded? Most people hate the way that they sound in recordings at first anyway, because they're not used to it. But like, for some people, I feel like after a little getting used to it, it's like they're fine with their recording voice. It's not much different. Some people really prefer the way that they're used to their voice sounding still. Like me personally, in regards to speaking, I've gotten used to the way that my voice sounds in recording stuff, even though it's still different. I've accepted it, especially after all this streaming. But for like singing, I prefer the way that my voice sounds to myself. I like it. I don't have a problem necessarily with the way that you guys hear my voice and the way it sounds in recordings and everything. But I still forget it. I still forget the difference sometimes. I don't know how to put it. Because actually for a while it was the other way around, where I was used to hearing my singing voice like recorded back to me, because, you know, I record songs, so I already understood that there was a difference there. But speaking was different because I didn't do like record that much, so I was like, wait, do I really sound that silly? I thought I sounded way cooler than that. But now I streamed, so it's like swapped. I was not meant to be crying again, my apologies. Now I streamed, so it's swapped. And it's like how do I put it? My voice sounds a lot more, my voice doesn't sound deep overall. I am very aware of that. But in general, like comparatively, especially when I'm singing, it sounds more rich and deep to me than it does to other people. And I can make it sound like richer and deeper. But sometimes I'll like record myself and be like doing like my personal style of like jazzy singing or whatever. And I'm like, wow, that was all like deep and sexy husky. And then I hear the recording and I'm like, oh, no, that was kind of squishy sounding. And I have to like overdo it to then make it sound how I was hearing it. And I'm like, yeah, why couldn't it be like that the whole time? What the fuck? Leaving now. Bye-bye. Bye, Maha. Have a very lucky day. I think voice recordings have been getting used to the love and embrace it. Yeah, it takes some time, but eventually you'll start liking it. You start to notice new qualities in your voice that you can love when you listen to yourself recorded a lot, I guess. Like, I didn't realize my voice sounded as silly as it did, in a good way. Silly is not a bad thing here. I'm not saying it sounded stupid, but I didn't realize it sounded as, like, silly, ginky as it did by default when I'm talking. Or at least when I'm talking to you guys. These boobs are still a bit dumb, but I'll take them. I'll take what I can get. Like, I think it's because I know a lot of people that have, like, really cute voices. Or, like, really animated sounding voices. And then I know people that have, like, a really serious deep ones. So mine's always kind of been in the middle, but as a vocalist, especially when I sing with a lot of people who are higher than me, then I'm normally the lower, cooler one. But then by streaming and by being on myself all that time and being in like a really genky mood all the time, because I'm always happy with my rakigachis, then I've heard myself, I'm like, oh, I'm like way squishier than I thought I was. I have such a silly voice. I didn't think my voice was as on brand to my character design as it turns out to be, I guess, if that makes sense. There we go. Found it an ultimate game I think you might like or find interesting. Wow, what's it about? Tell me. I should probably break for a second to go get some water because I am thirsty. My bottle is empty. It's very empty. Let me try to sketch his face first before I do that. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard and they're like, it's better than yours, damn right. It's better than yours. I could treat you, but I could teach you, but I have to charge. He has very pretty eyes with like a big, yeah. I know you want the thing that makes me. I want to give him his big pointy wolfy eye shape that he has, but also make it so he still looks like a friendly little guy because his eyes are like really cool and sharp, but he's silly. And I also don't want to make him look too feminine. I have a tendency to do that with eye shapes like this. How does he look like a girl already? How did I do that? I did the same fucking thing that they did over here. What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay. I also don't know if I want to have his hand in, because in the sketch I did before, I gave him like a hand over here because I thought it'd be silly, and it'd be a funny contrast with his brother in the other one, how I gave him like this little middle finger pose. So instead, I thought I'd make him just like silly about it. He's having a great time here, you know? Warm it up, ba-da-ba-da-bum. The boys are waiting, ba-da-ba-da-bum. I actually think this the like little rock hand was actually one of my original ideas to do for rack sanded before I did the middle finger, which is kind of funny. He's doing it for him. For his brother. He's being nice on his behalf. Like that. I think that's cute. Yeah, that's cute. Might need to bring it a bit closer. But that also might be a pain to do. Yeah, I'll leave it where it is. Moondusk Masquerade. Doesn't matter what you say, cause the flavor's all the same. It's so bitter like the venom of a snake. Whether pity or remorseful, it'll carry stones of vitriol. With her eyes made up the Moondusk Masquerade. Ooh, that's pretty. This seems more nary coated than Emmy coated, because those are some very nary looking boys. But it does look pretty. What are the ultimates that I was considering playing? There's a few that I'm thinking of. There's one I believe that is like VTuber themed and has a bunch of cute little VTuber cameos in the background stuff that I was considering playing for a while. And there's a... What's that one game called? I really want to play Error 143. I've had that like on my list for a while. It came out 2 years ago. I thought it was way more recent than that. I mean, I know that's not long ago, but I thought it came out like the other month. But I've had that on my like wish list for a while. It's an ultimate about like, I believe he's like a little like stalker hacker with like enemies to lovers with it, which I think is great. And another one where you do like text chatting, like date with death. So I think it's perfect for doing a batsu. I just thought it looked cool. Yeah. No, it does look cool. Just seems like something that Neri would enjoy. I'll let him know. With her eyes made up Medusa's masquerade. Can you feel the poison slithering down your throat? Oh, can you hear the voices begging you not to go? Well, hey, yeah, oh boy, that poor boy. Never, ever see his face. Yeah. In turn. Doesn't matter what you say. This eye is worse than before. Cause the flavor's all the same. Of a snake with a pity or remorseful. It'll carry stones of vitriol. I always say stones. It's meant to be tones. You kind of can't tell because it's carries and tones, but I always say it carries stones. And I can hear it. Carries tones of vitriol. When her eyes meet at Medusa's masquerade. Boom, 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 boom. With the venom of a snake. Okay, I think this should be a little bit less cunt. Need to make this lash straighter. Do I give him like a stupid little happy grin? Do I do that? Or make him like, what? I don't want to cover my... But I guess since I've done this, I have to give him a stupid little grin. I could make him tejefero. Wouldn't that be funny? With his big ass teeth. To go like a... like that. Make him a little silly with it. I gotta... It's not how canines work. Hang on. That looks really stupid. I don't know if I'll keep it like that, but I do think it's funny. Etejepero is when anime girls go like hang on. This is their hands. When they go like this. To be like, oopsies, tejepero. Because pero is like a lick. Pero is your tongue. So that's your tongue sticking out. Tejepero. Oopsies. I think this mouth as it is looks really dumb, but I do like this idea. Let me redraw it. Tejepero. This still looks kind of dumb, but now the mouth's a bit more expressive, so I can work from that. Because I want him to have his big canines either side of this tongue. And I feel like the other teeth should be a little bit more out of the way, so he's not just biting it, you know? Doesn't matter what you say, 'cause the flavor's all the same. It's bitter like the venom of a snake. Oh, wait, no, I made it worse. Never mind. I'm undoing that. May I have permission to scream in school? And be excited about something completely unrelated to the stream? Go for it, yeah. I didn't read your message, but yeah, go for it. There is one called Catboy Sorcery Witch. Oddly, the love interest reminds me of you in design. Well, they have the same spot-like design on their skin. Oh, like vitiligo? It is like a real thing when you're not a cow. Catboy Sorcery. Oh yeah, the character does have it. Oh my god, they're gorgeous. Wait, They're fine as fuck. Wait. Hold on. Guys, I gotta show you how fine this baddie is. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my. Hello, sailor. Whew. Whew. Hello. They're fine as fuck. Hi, Block Emerald. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my. Whew. 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 All of the results for this, by the way, it's also coming up with the Nekopata Boys Made game. Hello, sailor, indeed. That's what I'm saying. They're fine as hell. Okay, I'm putting this on my wish list. Oh, it's not released yet. Hi, Block Emerald. How you doing? Good morning. I feel like lately, I keep forgetting how to draw normal grins. I've gotten so used to doing a specific type of three face that I do, that I can't draw characters smiling in the way I want to anymore. And it really pisses me off. They always look really stiff, or unhappy, or look like a Roblox face when I try to do anything else. I've gotten too stuck in my comfort zone that I've forgotten some basic skills that I used to have, and it really bothers me. I need to study facial expressions more. I'll add it to my list of things to do in a study stream sometime. I want to make my characters express their faces more altogether. I don't like that I don't really use characters' chins in their faces, and altogether, I think the way that I draw chins and heads altogether could, like as a whole, could use some work, because it's like fine, and I like the way it looks static, but I want my, oh sorry, thank you for letting me know I was so flustered. I want my characters to be able to, like, I don't know, express more. I want their whole faces to move with them, and I can't do that at the moment because the way that I draw faces is not very three-dimensional. Does that make any sense? It's like I'm not drawing them with a okay, it's like, in contrast, the way that I draw clothes, I think it's really fun to move them around into different positions and pose them, because I'm picturing the 3D clothes in mind the whole time, right? Them like fully moving in a 3D space. I have a good sense of depth with clothes and everything. You can like fully like rotate my characters' outfits and everything. You can draw the frills everywhere you want and like moving around all these different ways. That's fun. Heads, when I draw them, it feels like I'm still just sketching lines until it looks the way that I normally have it looking, so it looks kind of good, rather than actually making like a full person's skull, like envisioning that and making something that represents that properly. I don't hate the way that I draw, but I do want to improve it. There's no ceiling to the amount that you can improve. You never stop getting better at art, which doesn't mean that your art as it is bad. It just means you can get better. That's an okay mouth. I think it's a little bit freaky with the teeth, but I think it'll get less freaky over time. So I to draw teeth like this in a style where I often don't even have the teeth at all without making them look a little freaky. Please space for his lips, because he has big kissable lips, at least compared to a lot of characters in these kind of designs. I think his eyes are a bit too low. Oh no, maybe they're fine. They might be a bit small for my art though. Anyway. Finally finding game after you speeches. Yeah, I said a lot of things. I was not speechless. Let me be clear. But yeah, you did find one that I like the look of. Most of the games I suggest when you find someone interesting, not one is called that kind of reaction. Yeah, this one, listen, man, that design was perfect. That design was perfect. That spoke to me. But yeah, you made a good call this time. They were so fine. They were so fine. And I can't even tell that character's gender. That's part of why they're so hot. I'll find that out when I play. I don't care which one it is. Don't worry, guys. I didn't explode. Yay! This time. For now. Be careful. Explosions still may occur. Is this eye in the wrong place? Because if it is, I'm going to cry because it'll be really annoying to move. But I think I did it. Oh, I moved it a bit too far back. Fuck. can't move it while I'm like this without just sketching the whole thing closer bit by bit. Do I want to make him blink? I think he deserves... blink? Wink. I think he deserves a little wink. And his big brows. Guys, I want to do karaoke. I want to do another karaoke stream. Actually going to a karaoke place in person with some friends recently, because I went with some friends after V Expo. It was like my first time, I think, ever going to an actual karaoke place myself. I think one time maybe as a kid I've been on like a karaoke, I've been to a karaoke thing like that maybe, but I have like no memory of it. So actually going to one in person, A, it was really fun, B, really nerve-wracking doing it in front of new people for the first time, especially after a weekend of yelling. But it was so much fun, and it made me want to do karaoke so much more. I want to do karaoke. I want to do karaoke again. What if we did like a karaoke stream after this one? We won't have time. We won't have time unless I decide to do this later. What if we did guerrilla karaoke? I set up a karaoke stream to start in like 2 hours. What then? Huh? Who's gonna stop me? Who's gonna stop me? I shouldn't, by the way, because I'm sick. But like I could. We could do another casual one, you know? Or just pick whatever the fuck songs come to mind. And I will immediately forget all of the songs that I have in mind, but you know. Nobody. This is true. See, nobody's gonna stop me. There's literally nobody that can. Because I'm in charge. And it'd be super fun. I am considering it now. I was like joking at first, but now I'm actually considering it. I might honestly do that. It could be us and only us. I don't know why this song is stuck in my head of all songs. I think it's because it's one of the first ones that they sung at that karaoke that I went to, and we talked about we talked about musicals very briefly earlier. It could be us, and only us. It's not the right key. And what came before won't count anymore or matter. That was not the right key at all. Can we try that? Could be you, it could be me. All that we need it to be. And the rest of the world falls away. World falls away. World falls away, and it's only us. I saw someone say before that Dear Evan Hansen is a crazy experience because you hear the songs and you're like, all right, this is fine, and then you see it and like understand and like hear what the song is for in context, and it changes your opinion of it entirely, and you're like, what the fuck? Sorry. And I really feel that, especially with this song. With Only Us, it's kind of insane in context because like I get it, and it's I do cry to this musical. I do think it's good, but sometimes you sit there and you're like, man, I feel like you shouldn't be saying this kind of stuff to her right now. Evan, that's kind of fucked up. I don't think you guys are having the same conversation right now. I think that's a little weird. Found the VTuber Ultimate style game you're talking about. Never mind, definitely not the one that you're talking about. Well, that was a concerning reaction. The rest of the world falls away. World falls away. World falls away. And it's only us. I'm not gonna give him a full nose, but I do want to give him at least a little semblance of a nose. Because its nose is big, is an important shape on his face in the original thing. Let's give him a shadow somewhere around there. Could we try that? And it could be you, and it could be me. All that we needed to be, and the rest of the world falls away. I'll leave his nose like that for now. Yippee! Definitely your type of game. Doki Doki School of Music. Muscular. Sorry? Doki Doki School of Muscular Finance. What? Fascinating. What the hell? I beg your pardon? Why do they look like that? What the fuck? Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, this is actually really funny to me. Not even because of the whole, like, muscle guy in the apron thing. I'm looking at some of the CGs of this, and this is kind of funny. Because there's one that came up of two of the characters kissing, and they're, like, don't even look like they're interacting in the same space. Oh my god, okay. I'm back. What did I miss? Me. You must have missed me, because you weren't watching me for, like, 3 seconds. That must have been crazy hard for you. It must have been a really hard life. Sorry. His eyes should be the other way on this, because he's looking down at the camera. What came before can't anymore matter. Could we try that? It could be you. Nick. Oh my god, I need the song out of my head. Okay, that one's been there too long. Zako, 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 Zako. Hi, Mimukawa. Nice try. Thanks to the days of to try with all my might. Everything will be alright. Okay, let's get this hand right. Let's get it started in here. 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 Get it started in here. This hand is really... Why did I put that arm there? It should not be there. It's making it really awkward. It'll be over here. Wrists can only bend so far. Like, wrists can only bend so far, but personally, as someone who draws idols all the time, I have a tendency to push them a little bit too much and then forget that I shouldn't be doing that most of the time. That's why I had to change that, because I was like, wait, no, it shouldn't be curving like that. It should be going off the screen, actually, with where this wrist is. Especially because his arm is meant to be big. It's got to be all, like, over here. But I don't want his hand to look too small, so I might change that in a sec. And just, like, push it this way a little bit, just so you can see a little bit more muscle on him. Make his arm look a little bit more chunky. But, like, a lot of the time, I'll draw characters that are going like a... Let's put a little peace sign here. Going like this. Say this is her body. This is her other hand. But that's, like, pretty hard to do, actually. In the pose I've done it, it's, like, not the worst, but if you try it IRL, you'll notice that you can, if it's the other way around, right, and your hand is like the back to you, if you're going like this, with this being the back of your hand, that's like fine. But doing it the other way, it really pushes your wrist past where it can go, to go like this. But sometimes you just ignore that for the sake of silliness. But on normal pieces where they're not in like a stupid, exaggerated idle pose, it looks a little bit weirder. So I gotta remind myself not to. Yay! We got a sketch! We got a sketch! We got a sketch! Yippee! Yippee! Okay, I'm gonna go get some water quickly and decide if I want to do a karaoke after this stream. This stream is not done, but I might leave this whole thing monochrome, to be honest, by just like recoloring all this green and everything into like a better color, and just putting a bit of red everywhere rather than coloring it normally, because I haven't done an MS Paint mod that's monochrome for a while. I've made most of them like fully colored in. But before, you know, when I started them off like that. Like this one, the first one that I did was just all like white and monochrome. I might do it this kind of style again. Especially since I'm leaving the colors sketchy. I think it'll look kind of nice that way, you know? Whereas when the lines are this sketchy, if I color it in fully, it kind of makes it messier, I think. World falls away. Okay, I'm gonna go get a drink quickly. I'll be right back. While I'm gone, you guys gotta guess. What's my favorite sea creature? Be right back. Winner gets a prize.
Let's go. Open up. It's time for parkour.
All right, time for my.
Let's go. Open
I'm
up.
gonna put
It's
my
time for
cat on the
parkour.
mic.
All right, time for my mandatory parkour.
Ow!
Let's get this over with.
You're
Ow,
late.
that's
You
not
know
a
the
fucking
deal.
cat.
You can do the one black jump.
Ow! Hello, I'm back. Hey. Hey, baby. I ran up the stairs again. I need to stop doing that. Life would be easier if I just like walked up my stairs like a normal person, but like then I'd have to walk. You know? I don't do that. I just run. Ah! Hee 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 hee. Okay. I refilled my water and I got an egg. I ate an egg and I ate a chocolate spread and a handful of cheese, and that was my snack. Not all at once. That would be kind of gross, but I did eat those things. Yeah. So the one issue with me cleaning up this sketch is there's still a bunch of lines that are really blurry because they're from when I wanted to get rid of the image underneath. So I put it into Clip Studio so I could just select the lines that I did, but for some reason it didn't select them very cleanly, even though I thought it would. So that's annoying. So I gotta clean these because when I try to like swap out the color in MS Paint, it will not like that. If there's anything that's even the slightest different shade by like a single fragment, a fraction of a tone shift, of a hue shift, it will be like, no, that's not the same color. That's not the same color. Not at all. There's nothing you can do about that. So I gotta clean that up. Otherwise, it will be annoying in a sec. But that's part of the benefits of doing it monochrome. But like, yeah, since I should have, if I had known that I was doing this and leaving it monochrome, I would have just sketched in the color that I wanted it to be the whole time. But I did not. I didn't decide that until I got this far, so. Ease what it is. I think I really will do karaoke after this, by the way. I should have scheduled that while we were on BRB, but I think I'll just schedule like an hour or two of casual karaoke. And put it like after we're done. But I can't really schedule it yet because it depends when I finish this. But this won't take long. I'm singing to my BGM. Breathes oxygen. It took you that long to breathe? Okay, I'll do it too. Yay. Thank you for the permission to breathe again. I'll breathe again. This is why I need to do karaoke. I'm singing too much. Not that there really is too much, but you can tell I'm itching for karaoke when like every single sentence someone says I can relate to a song lyric. I wanna breathe again. I wanna find my heaven. I wanna breathe again. My heaven. That's a song from Carol and Tuesday, which I've been rewatching recently. Yeah, which I watched again. It's from season 2. It's by Angela. Wanna breathe again. Give me no life, give me no heights. Baby, I'm fine now, it's my time. Give me no life, give me no heights. Baby, I'm fine now, it's my time. Give me no life, give me no heights. Baby, I'm now fine. If anyone watches this, like, as a VOD and then goes to watch the karaoke after, they're gonna be like, okay, I'll chill this, and then I'll listen to some music. And then they go to listen to this, and it's just fucking karaoke anyway. Ooh, why did one of my headphones disconnect for a sec? Hopefully it doesn't happen while I'm doing karaoke. Actually, I shouldn't use these headphones while I'm doing karaoke anyway, because I need to be able to hear the music without any latency. I'm now fine. Okay. Okay. La 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 la. I haven't sung in a bit. Maybe you should sing along with me. When I do karaoke, you can just sing along from home and type it in the chat, and I'll imagine that you're there with me. I'll imagine that you're there with me going, meow, 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 along with what I sing. You'll be like, meow, 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 meow. Oh, I fucked this up a bit. This hand is way over the size limit that I normally use for these pieces. Oopsie. I also accidentally made that like 2 pixels too small, but I'm not gonna fix it because otherwise I will die. Okay. How do I need to do this again? I need to get that transparent selection. I can remember this right. I promise I can remember this right. Let's get like a dark red color for him. Select all. Control X. Fuck, I did it wrong. Okay, hang on. Control X. Nope, Control A, Control X. I think if I do it like this. Yeah! And then for his eyes, let's get another reddish color, but let's make it a bit darker. So you can see it. Give me no life, give me no height. Baby, I'm fine now, it's my time. Give me no life, give me no heights. Baby, I'm now fine. Control A, Control X. Boom, magic. I love doing magic. Now I'm gonna bring his stuff back in so we can see his ref again, so I can pick a color. That's chocolatey cakes. You got chocolatey cakes. Can I have one? Can I have one, please? Pretty please. I've like never had a chocolate cake in my life. Actually, it's like really hard. I just want one chocolate cake. I've literally never had a chocolate cake ever. Pretty please. Force one. Okay, at least I still got to taste it. A win is a win. Give me new life, give me new heights. He's actually such a silly guy. I haven't drawn a himbo like this in ages. I need to draw muscles more. I know, obviously, for this one, it was like reference over the image of it. But they are really fun to draw when I'm actually trying. Which is not often, because I don't like drawing, like, putting in the effort to draw them. But once you lock in, muscles can be super fun. So yeah, I think I will do a study of that scene. You know, I'm going to put that down on a note for myself so I don't forget. Hang on. I'm going to put down on a note for myself of, like, future streams that I want to do sometime soon. I want to do... oh, I did that. I can get rid of that. Muscle art study. Face art study. I had another idea while I was getting food, and I was like, I should write that down before I forget, and now I forgot. Oh, now I remember. I want to do, you know, you guys remember that one time that I did an MS Paint stream, and then I turned it into karaoke halfway through, but like while we were still doing the MS Paint stream? Like I made it both. It was just karaoke with all the music and everything. I'm not meant to be crying. Oh my gosh, I'm so bad on my face today. Karaoke with all the music and everything while in MS Paint. I want to do another drawing karaoke like that, but I don't know, maybe do one where it's not an MS Paint, but instead like I'll do like a hangam or something like that. Maybe an MS Paint. I think it's funny. It reminds me of those memes of that, of like where people put someone like I don't know, editing or working on a certain type of thing or playing a game a certain way, or where they're singing payphone and the guy's going, I'm at a payphone trying to call. I think it's payphone these normally singing, having a great time. And then there's the other guy that's like stressing, crashing out. Maybe I'll use that as one of my first TikTok streams just because it's a really funny format to do it like that. I know some people do it while they're like gaming. And I do play games like that. I do, specifically when I'm playing Persona 5, whenever I need to grind through mementos, I play it like that while doing karaoke. So I could do that with a game in the future, but most of the games I play at the moment don't have grinds that I need to do that to, and I don't play like FPS or something. I keep cutting you off. Oh my god, what the hell? I really need to change how they're laid out. There's like, I feel like there's always more than it's telling me there's gonna be. And that really bothers me. They're supposed to be every half hour, but I'm pretty certain every time I get one that it's not been a half hour, you know? Let me try changing that setting so they're all showed to everyone at the same time. Because normally it's every half hour, but it depends on when you join the stream. Like it's counting from then. But I feel like it's lying when it does that. So let's try this version, where it's the same exact time for everyone. Let's see how it goes. Anyway. All of our bridges burned down. You turn. Now I'm paralyzed, still stuck in that time when we caught in love. But even the sun sets in paradise. I'm at a payphone trying to calm all of my change I spent on you. Where have the times gone, baby? It's so wrong. Where are the plans we made for two? If happy ever after did exist, I would still be holding you like this. All those fairy tales are full of shit. One more fucking love song, I'll be sick. I'm at a payphone. I really like this one. Getting rid of some of this green because I'm not gonna want to clean it if I color. Though I'll probably draw over it a lot later. Since I'm going the monochrome approach, I can do whatever I want. I can do whatever I want all the time. That's the crazy thing about drawing. You can do whatever the fuck you want. You can just do shit. Did you know that? You can just do shit. For example, I can draw myself as a dog on his head right now. I can do that. Will it look bad? Yeah, but I can do it. I can just do that. Nobody can stop me. Who the fuck is stopping me? Look at that. It's right there. I'm a dog now. Okay. I don't necessarily want to use this red, but I do just want to... Oh, it's like an orangey red. That's the thing. It's like a vermilion color. But like actual vermilion. Sorry, that's a really specific reference to a pet peeve of mine for someone that I like, but it means nothing on its own. I think I made this line color a bit too dark to do it like silly monochrome style. Let's try making it lighter. Like that, maybe? Nope, wrong button. Control A. Control X. Yeah, that should be a bit better. Then I'm gonna use this color, make it a bit lighter too. Bump, bump. There we go. Now I should be able to color in there without it looking too drastically different. Yeah. I don't know if I want to make this just like a fucking like highlight color, leave it all white. I do want to color him in. I think his hair should be all colored in. But like I could also make this just shading, like that one other one I did. But to be fair, with that monochrome one that I did before, it's because her hair was white and pink, so it was a bit different. Oh! My headphones are dying, I think. See, that's actually cute. What's cute? What's cute? That's stupid. Are they still coming too frequently? What the fuck, man? I feel like YouTube's always lying to me. Maybe I should set them manually. So I choose my own ad breaks. Or just turn them off until it's VOD altogether. It's really annoying. Sometimes I feel like I look at YouTube and I'm like, okay, YouTube. My videos being monetized is nice. I appreciate that. YouTube, am I allowed to have video like ads that play before and after my videos and on like the homepage and earn from those? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, okay, cool. Am I allowed to have mid-roll ads? And they're like, yeah, you're allowed this. It's a separate feature that you're allowed. And I'm like, okay, cool. So am I allowed to monetize my video and just have the stuff that plays at the start and the end and earn from that and not have all the ones in the middle every 5 minutes? And they're like, no, you just gotta have both. And I'm like, why though? I unlocked them separately, but I can't use them separately. That doesn't make any sense to me, personally. I don't know about you guys. That doesn't make any sense to me. That's more aggressive with VTubers. I don't feel like that's the thing. It wouldn't make sense for it to be that way. But I don't know. Maybe just have more ad categories turned on or something. I can probably start filling off this. I don't know why I'm doing this manually if I'm going to color it this way. I'm doing it so messy anyway. I can use the fill tool for a lot of this. Oh. It kind of looks fun without the lines. Hi, you're advised here to make the world a better place. Hello! Hi, Pikachu! Young girl's making a new song soon. Yippee! Yippee! Yay, I'm happy for you. Yay, yay, yay. You know who else should make a new song soon? Emiraki. I should actually release some of the music that I write. I mentioned this in membership posts, but I've been considering posting drafts of songs that I write that are just for me as member content sometime. Because I feel like there's a lot of stuff that I have that I can share with you guys, but it's often stuff that I can actually make into 𝘆cie content. It's like, okay, but it's not done yet. Not even enough for members. Like, say, for example, one of my plans was to have it so that after I do covers and stuff, I'll put the a cappella version, which is like the harmonies, any other behind-the-scenes stuff like that, as a members-only thing. But all the covers I have right now are not mixed yet, so I can't do that. But what I want to do, like, I write a lot of music and stuff. I write lots of lyrics, but most of them are for other people and for other projects and everything, and not just for 𝘆cie. But there are a lot that are just for 𝘆cie. I just kind of keep them all to myself. Like, all the ones that you actually get to see are for other people, is what I meant to say. I often just keep them to myself because actually producing them is a bigger hurdle for me mentally. But maybe, I don't know, maybe A, I'd feel more comfortable getting them out there and feel more motivated to get them done. And B, it'd be fun for you guys if you got to hear them as little members reads. I don't know. Give me new life, give me new heights. Oh, that song's gonna sting my head. Beagle Beaties. Hi, Emiko. I love drawing boobies. I love drawing boobies. I don't know if I'm gonna put the cover up slut text on this from the original meme. I think I'm gonna make like two versions, like draw it, I'll do the background however I want to, as is, and then also make a version that says cover up slut. Because I think B would like that. I think B will appreciate it. My ear itches. I'm getting ear itcher, duh. You know, like a professional, not like an item, like a professional. Get a guy, hire a guy to be your ear itcher. I'm sure you can find one of those somewhere. Maybe there's some guy on Fiverr who's like, I will itch your ear for you. Or in like a VGen shop. Maybe you can get an ear itcher on Etsy. Or on AliExpress. I'm just saying shit. I'm just saying shit. This is what happens when I'm focused on trying to clean things up. I just say words and hope that they come out into sentences that aren't insane, but they are insane. They always are. I don't know why I trust myself. Here we go. Let's get rid of some of this green. This is going to take a little while. Another cover up. I mean, that's what it's based on. Obviously, the hand there is the one thing, but that's why he's at this weird little angle. He's bouncing off my booty cheeks. I love the way he rides. I can hardly breathe when he's pumping deep inside. I wonder if they have that song on Cataphon so that I can do it on karaoke later today. He's kissing, I kiss him on his neck and then he kisses on my 𝘆cie call him daddy while I holler. Man, that boy's so damn good looking. Be really fun if I could. Maybe I should do an entire country karaoke. I wonder if they have I Love to Fish on there. My favorite song. I doubt it. But I would love it if they did. Well, I love her, but I love to fish. I spend all day out on this lake, and hell is all I catch. I can't remember how the rest of that intro goes. I've got like the lyrics for the end of it, but not the middle part. Fuck! That's my favorite country song ever. I'm gonna miss her when I get home. Wait, hang on. I gotta look it up now. I'm gonna miss her lyrics. Oh my current emojis. That's a yummy set of emojis. I love to jump into lakes and kidnap fishes. That kind of is your job if you're a little cat or a little axolotl, you know? I spend all day out on this lake, and hell is all I catch. But today she met me at the door, said I would have to choose. If I hit that fishing hole today, she'd be packing all her things, and she'd be gone by noon. Okay, these ads are definitely not every half hour. I'm gonna mess with that after stream. Come by noon. Well, I'm gonna miss her when I get home. But right now I'm on this lake shore, and I'm sitting in the sun. I'm sure it'll hit me when I walk through that door tonight. Yeah, I'm gonna miss her. Oh, looky there, I got a bite. It's such a stupid song about a guy being told like, hey, listen, it's fishing or me. And he's going, well, I'm gonna miss my wife. There we go. Let's get that in there. Cleaning up lines in a sketchy paint thing like this is fun. A, because, you know, it's like nice to see the process of it getting clean, even though it feels like a little tedious when you start. But also, I like my lines being yummy thick like this. They look so tasty. Especially with how this fluffy. What is this character's name? His name is 𝘆cie. Hang on. It's spelled like this. 𝘆cie. It's fun to stay at the 𝘆cie. It's fun to stay at the 𝘆cie. 𝘆cie, pick your feet off the ground. I said 𝘆cie. 𝘆cie. Yahoo. Hello. 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 𝘆cie. Sorry. Do song covers of the VTuber songs? Yes, actually, I am doing one at the moment. I've recorded a cover of Astro Girl by Tsukuma Sana, and it is just not out yet because it's being mixed. But I do want to do covers of a lot of other VTuber songs in the future. I really want to cover some 𝘆cie𝘂𝗿 songs. I love her music a lot. I've been considering doing I'm Your Treasure Box for a while. I kind of wanted to do English lyrics for it before, but I'm not sure if I could do it super well. I want to do a cover of, 𝘆cie𝘂𝗿, her song. Actually, I was planning to do that one as a synth V cover, because I'm also a synth V tuner as like a hobby on the side. And I made English lyrics of 𝘆cie𝘂𝗿, actually. If 𝘆cie𝘂𝗿's on karaoke, I could do it later. Because I was saying before that I might do a karaoke stream after this one. Just like a casual karaoke. But yeah, I made English lyrics for 𝘆cie𝘂𝗿. Her song with Gura. And I like a lot of her recent songs a lot as well. I kind of want to do Doki Doki Shiteru. Well, it's not called that, I believe. It's called Bishoujo Musai Pirates. I'm pretty sure. Doki Doki Shiteru. Shimada Hayai. I also kind of want to do a cover of 𝘆cie𝘂𝗿, her song with 𝘆cie𝗂𝗿, but I gotta find someone to do it with. To mock my so that they can't get no. What other VTuber songs? Well, there's a lot of them actually. I want to cover some songs by Ren Zotto. I love all of his music and have it all memorized. I think I most want to cover. I've done Amplify in karaoke a couple times actually, and I kind of like to cover Atmosphere, one of his more recent songs. I really like that one. I want to cover some songs by Maria Marionette, who is also one of my 𝘆cies, who I have every song memorized for. I'd really like to do Idol Pride one day, because I love it and it means a lot to me, but also Puppet Cafe is one of the most fun. I should do Puppet Cafe in karaoke sometime. I should check if she's on Karafun. But probably not, because there isn't a lot of Japanese music on there. Oh, and 𝘆cie 𝘂𝗿 I want to cover some things for. I love a lot of her music. I've done Live Again in karaoke. I did it in my birthday karaoke before, as like I'd say it was the closing number, because Live Again is a closing song, but it wasn't, because I lied and then pulled out Mine Diamonds afterwards. But I did it as a sort of closing one. I also had a clip of it before, like an almost full clip of it on my shorts, but YouTube took it down, which made me very sad. I really like Live Again. It's been one of my favorite songs since, like, when she first dropped that album. Live Again really stuck with me at her debut, but it still remains one of my favorites, even with all her new music. But I love a lot of her new music. But some of her chill songs are the ones that I want to sing most. I've been considering doing a cover of Through the Blue. How am I getting another ad? Oh my god. You know, I'm starting to think the thing with the ads is, like, regardless of where I select them, YouTube's just been doing more ads for everything in general lately. So I feel like there's no winning at some point. But anyway, I've been considering covering Through the Blue, one of her B-sides, but it'd also be fun to do one of her bigger songs. Dance Past Midnight was one that I considered for my birthday karaoke before, with Amelie and Maury. What else did I consider? I used to want to cover Red when I was younger. I haven't thought about that in a while, but I've had the song stuck in my head recently, so I considered it again. Go Get It is also really good. I'd like to do one of hers that's more rap heavy. I really like Camouflage as well. Mona Lisa talks, so nothing no shit can shall knock. Oh, I love Takanashi Kiara's music as well. I don't think I've ever thought about covering it. Actually, I'm having deja vu now. Did I mention Kiara music in my last stream? I don't know. But I don't know if I've ever much thought about covering Kiara's music when I listen to it, because it feels like, as much as I fucking love it, it doesn't feel immediately like something that I hear and think, oh, this would suit my voice, or this would be Emmycore. But her music is really good, so maybe I should do it anyway. I love Kiara. She was kind of like a late blooming 𝘆cie for me, if that makes sense. Like, I never felt right calling her my 𝘆cie for a while. And I still kind of don't. I don't necessarily brand myself as a KFP. But not because of anything wrong with her. But when Myth first debuted, I think she was the one initially that I was the least personally interested in. Like that like, you know, set off an Emmy alarm sensor in my brain. The least. She was very cool, but like I immediately clung to Mori, and then I was like interested in Gura because I kind of knew about her. I was like, oh, Ina's an artist, and I was like, yeah, I kind of like this aesthetic. And Kiara, she was like great and fine and everything, but she just wasn't my type. But then over time, with every new release, she's gotten more and more. I've gotten more and more interested in her, and especially ever since she started working with Asteroid Music for her songs, I've really, really loved them, and I love everything she does with herself. I love how creative she is. I think it's really cool that in regards to Hololive, a lot of people know Marin most for her music videos, and like there's people like Mori who have great music videos too as well. Mori has a really big creative range, with some of them being like, you know, like a IRL shot stuff and some animation, some 3D. Same for 𝘆cie. But I think Kiara's are really cool in the way that they're kind of like opposite to Marin's, but still really cool big productions. Because with Marin, she makes them like anime stuff. Not only because they're 2D most of the time, even though a lot of them do have 3D in them, but they're very focused on being an anime thing and like telling a story in each one. They all have like a whole like story written out for them that she plans out, which I think is awesome. Whereas for Kiara's, they look more like a K-pop music video. They're sort of like designed to look as if she actually was a real flesh idol. Flesh idol is the worst way to say that. A real person in the flesh who's like shooting this in a studio and everything. And so it was like her dance practices and everything like that, and the shorts she posts afterwards, which I think is so interesting. Sweet like sugar, rotten down to the core. Save for every little, just give you more. Flavored hot candy, addicted, so sweet, yo. Got me like that. Tasty, know you like it a lot. I'll be a lollipop. You know I'm tasty. Oh, speaking of VTuber music to cover as well, I actually have technically done a cover of some VTuber music before, because I did a cover of Infinity with 𝘆cie 𝘂𝗿, well, not with, by 𝘆cie 𝘂𝗿 and Sunny Briscoe from the Niji Encounter songs. You can find that in like the playlist of covers that I'm in on my channel. I did a cover of that for a special like challenge where we had to do the entire cover from everything from line distribution and recording to the art and the mixing and everything within 1 week. Well, within like 6 days actually. Yeah, it was 6 days. We had 6 days to do the whole thing, and I did a lot of it on stream. I did that, and also with that same group of people, I want to cover Boot It, another Niji Encounter one. I've been actually, this is a little different to what you said, but for a while, I've wanted to do dance covers of some stuff, but I don't really film myself dancing. I dance all the time, and I did dance as one of my like courses in high school when I was younger as well. But I don't really film myself dancing ever. But I've been wanting to for a while. I tend to choreograph to songs that don't have choreography, like VTuber music that I listen to that doesn't have any dance to it. I tend to choreograph just like instinctively while I'm listening to it, and often have like little bits memorized in my head, and I'm like, oh, you know, I'd love to do like a full choreography of the song at like a second person. For all of the Niji Encounter songs, I've had ideas from before, and I'd really like to. It'd be a little like a bucket list goal of mine to do a choreography for all of them, like a fan made one. Same for all of Renzotto's songs. Yon.mp4 Emmy. Yeah, that's exactly what I said. I said the MP4 and everything. I also rewatched Sonic X a month ago, and I watched Sonic Boom. I didn't like it much. Friends away, I'm leaving for now. Bye! Bye, Block Emerald. Have a very lucky day. Yeah, are there any VTubers that you like, that you think you'd like to hear me cover the music of? Since you asked. Not alone, now you are here. The constellations are so clear. Your gravity is pulling me until our hearts collide. My satellite through darkest nights, got the cosmos at our feet. Oh, but you're all I need, though we've just begun. I know we'll make it 'cause somehow the universe is fun now. I'm not alone. Sunrise and night can be so intertwined. The even horizon line between darkness and light. And Nestor girl, I shouldn't give you guys leaks before you get the cover. Whoa. Yes. Suki, Suki, Dai, Suki. All of Maddie's songs are so good. They're all so fun. Recently found a GL drama that looks cute and only has 8 episodes. Ooh, what's it called? What's it about? What kind of drama? Like, where's it from? We talking K-drama, G-drama? White people drama? Let me make this this big lock of hair more pronounced since it's like the front part. I'll make the line thicker here so everything else goes a bit more background. Yeah, that looks good. And giving it this like hard chunk here helps it stand out because it breaks up the flow of everything else, so it brings more attention to this thing. I'm gonna go around this side before I do these lower bits. It's really kind of funny seeing the difference between the parts that have been cleaned and haven't, because I feel like I'm just doing little things to touch them up when I go through, but then they look really different altogether down here. I really need to go in with a white brush as well to clean up some of the extra pixels that are outside these lines, because there's some that I don't want to be as thick as they are, but I can't be bothered, so I just keep making them thicker, but that's not good. That's not how that works. Oh my god, the jumps in music that I've got in my head today are crazy. Yay! Oh, the secret of us, Thailand. Dr. Falada, who's Elias is an angel doctor, was left with a scar in her heart by old love, causing her to be unable to open up for someone anymore. She's reunited with free-spirited Anne, the ex-girlfriend who hurt her heart the worst, when she becomes a brand spokesperson for the hospital. Ooh, that is a really fun concept, actually. I'm going to screenshot what you said so I can look for it later. That is a very fun concept. I like that. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Okay. Let's do this. I've still got Mighty on the brain. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. For the past few minutes, at any point that I've been just like humming other things and not saying anything or not properly saying anything, it's because I'm thinking about Mighty and I'm trying not to make every conversation about Mighty Most. Because I've been bringing him up when I'm gaming with like Homo, because we joke about fighty stuff. But I'm trying to not make every conversation about Mighty. You can blame one of my friends for this. Next time he comes by stream, I'm gonna remember this, and then we'll point at laugh at him together, because it's his fault for making me get into HSR, making me get into Mighty. But like, I love Mighty. I love Mighty Most. I'm like, part of why I'm trying to distract myself with other songs is I'm sitting here like, man, I wish there was a song that actually, like, I wish he had a song so I could sing that to get my Mighty feelings out of my brain and be done with it. But no. Instead, there's just like Mighty in there, and I'm trying to like, okay, but let's focus on music or something, because I can't say anything. I'm just like picturing Mighty, which is not very helpful for a stream. I've got stupid yaoi brain rot. The yaoi propaganda is melting my brain. It's propaganda made by me. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Guys, someone please tell me something, or suggest a song, or some game or something that will make me stop thinking about Mighty and make me not think about Mimu Kawa. Nice try. There's your challenge. I believe in you. Someone can do it. Someone can unwrap my brain. You can clean it out. You can get a little scrubby brush and you go and it can be like cleaning ASMR, like those carpet cleaning ASMRs. I think that's what it'd be like if you tried to clean my brain. But like worse, like the ones where they're like treading over it with dirty boots the whole time, and they just like left it singing in so much dirty water the whole time they're cleaning it without replacing it that it feels like it's just being counterintuitive, and you can't tell how much of it is just engagement bait and whether they like dirtied the rug in the first place themselves, because it looks like it's getting nowhere for most of the time because they just keep doing the same shit over and over. That's what it'd be like trying to clean my brain, except like cooler. That if it was good. Trust. I should know it's my brain. My carpet. I have Yuri songs for you. Sure. A fan-made one? There is a Mighty song? Well, no, yeah, I'm sure there are fan-made ones, but I mean, like, I wish he had, like, an official thing that I could sing that wasn't, like, instrumental, you know? I wish there was a Mighty song in game or something. Like, life would be so easy if I was a Robin fan, because I could just sing the same 4 songs, and at least I'd be actually singing a song, rather than just sitting here spacing out about him. Rise up into my world, renew your definition, world so high, let me show, and your declaration. I still don't know the lyrics of that song perfectly because they're kind of weird. No more times. Hands up, the bells are ringing across the plains and valleys deep. I know one of us is the wheels are spinning. I know for a lot of Robin songs, it's like I know the words, I just don't, I forget where they go because it's you can tell in the lyrics it has the situation. I mean, I don't necessarily know who wrote the lyrics. I know 𝘆cie sung them, but you can kind of tell she didn't write it. But they really have that issue you get with a lot of songs like this for games where it's like, okay, this, I get the gist and this makes sense, but a lot of these lyrics as sentences their own don't make any sense. They're kind of just word sauce. You were either trying too hard to make it vague and meaningful that you fumbled, or it is a person who doesn't speak English super well trying their best. And they did their best. It sounds good, but it's a little confusing. But because of that, it means I like forget where half the lyrics go. I'm like, wait, is that where here? Is that where 2 verses later? Where the fuck is it? Across the plains and valleys deep. We fly. That song was sung at VExpo. I can't remember which VTuber sung it, but they did sing that one and it made me very happy. That's my favorite one of her, of the Robin album. Magnet? Oh, magnet! I don't know this English cover you're referring to. I don't know if I've ever listened to an English cover of Magnet now that I think about it, actually. Wait. Kuno no Chikai. I don't know that song. Wait, 1 second. Kuno no Chikai. Oh, I don't know that song. That looks very pretty though. Some movies are made from as good as called God's There. I'll check it out sometime. Maybe I should make a fan-made Mighty song. I'd have to find someone to sing it though. Unless I wanted it to be someone singing about him. Because if it's meant to be him singing, as much as I love doing stupid impressions of him, I unfortunately do not actually sound much like him. But it'd be fun to sing a song just about Mighty. I fear, though, if I started writing a song about Mighty, I could totally write something like actually meaningful. I don't like the way I drew this part. That looks bad. I could totally write something like actually meaningful about like his character and his life and everything. But it would start off like that, and then within like a verse. No, you'd give it one chorus. The TV size version would be actually about his life, and then you give it a verse. Another verse, and it's just suddenly he's bouncing off my booty cheeks. I love the way he rides. My mighty brain would take over. I don't think I can be trusted with that. I can hardly breathe when he's pumping deep inside. I kiss him on his neck and then he kisses on my pussy. Call him daddy while I holler. Man, that boy's so damn good looking. Never gonna dance again. Guilty feet of God, no rain. I recommend listening to the cover to understand the plot of the song. To what cover? Of which one? Kuron no Chigai? I will check it out later then. You know what I have started studying with Mighty though? I think Red by 𝘆cie𝘂𝗿 is very Mighty coded. I mean, I'm biased for this because when I was looking for quotes to use for him for an aesthetic thing recently, I thought of Red and I've been associated with him ever since. But I think it has very Mighty vibes in it. Tonight the moon is rose and a crimson red, but Rose has got her with her, so I'll live forever instead. And now I can't get rid of all these thorns in my head. Bring on the hemorrhaging. I guess I'll live inside your memory. Broo-doo-doo-doo. Broo-doo-doo. Another distorted story that ignored the deceased. I live inside of a castle, pray I'm never released. I'd rather kick it in the dungeon cause I'm that kind of beast. Oh, I do not like the way I've done these lines here at all. Ew, his hair does not look right. I'll put my heart on the cards because I trust me at least right a day. Press him down, I want to do without it. Let it die. This creeping feeling of identity battles closing in on every side of me. Red tomorrow, red today. Dread sorrow can't turn away, can't turn back time. I'll always be a prisoner to my ambitions. As petals fly, I'll dance your tune. Don't hold your breath for me. And when this red runs black, I'll ask you, was I everything you imagined? When my time's finally up, the sun's falling down, I'll turn to stone again. Okay, that's looking alright. That's looking alright. I do like the other side better. I think this long part is really throwing me off. I don't think it looks great, but I think it's partially because I just hate the other side of that. So it will be fine. It will be fine. It'll be fine. His hair's meant to be messy anyway. I very, very rarely watch dramas. They have 1 hour episodes. Yeah, I'm surprised how many of them can be found on YouTube. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's like a case of, what's it? These things being so annoying to access otherwise, a lot of them, people re-upload. And then for a lot of stuff like this, if they're niche, while being overseas like that, it's kind of easier for people to upload them to other places to sail the 7 seas with them without getting into any trouble for it, because they're not owned by like a super big company or one that doesn't have like much overseas influence and access and stuff. At least that's my hypothesis. My guess. If Nari was here, he'd tell me off for using those words. It's my theorem. We are 5 minutes away from the end that's come. 𝘆cie 𝘂𝗿, I must, or else just fade away. There's a drug strike inside all of us, a never-ending around us. Everything's otherwise it is now. Gotta find a way out, escape house. Fate has a funny way of shaking the week down. I'm incomplete now. Incomplete after all. Can't turn back time. I'll always be. Okay, I want to make this a little this, whatever this is, whatever these fucking lines are. I don't know. Sometimes, okay, I know I understand the way that I draw lines in hair. I know a lot of people don't, and it makes it really confusing when I give my sketches to people for them to line, because they don't know how many of it's meant to be like separated with little bumps, how much is meant to is just like part of the sketch or whatever. But I understand the way that I line hair, and I think when people look at it, even though they don't understand how to replicate those lines themselves, they get what I'm getting at. Like, it's like Ever After High with the way, oh, there's a bad tangent line there, with the way it expresses like the flow and curve of the hair. However, sometimes I don't know what to call the parts that I'm adding to it. I'm like, yeah, it makes sense when you look at it. I just don't know what it is, this little bit that I'm doing. But trust me. Just trust me, bro. Just hear me out. You guys had an example of tangent lines that we were talking about earlier. I'm changing this because the way that that line was before, it joined up with this one. No, with this one here. And it made it really confusing to look at because you couldn't tell what was where. Time, I'll always be a prisoner to my ambition. As petals fly, I'll dance your tune. Okay, I don't want too many separated little bits though. I think that'll look bad. Maybe I'll make this one just a void. Yeah, okay. I'll make it less thick though. Half of my coloring time right now is just going to be spent on cleaning these lines. Once I'm done with that, the rest of it, of just like adding any extra shading that I feel like adding, is going to take like 5 seconds. Watch. It's just this process that takes ages. Kind of. I'm not sure if I like those lines. I think I want this part to be like thinner about it. But I'm going to come back to it after. Oh, hi, Bee! Hello! Boobs! 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 B, you're saying you sent a very relevant meme. I hate to tell you. That's why it looks like this. I was referencing the meme on purpose. In fact, I took a picture of the meme and then traced over to figure out how the pose was and then got rid of it and did it myself. That's the goal. I said before, I'm gonna give you 2 versions of this. I'll give one with just like normal Emmy random colors backgrounds, and then I'll give you one that says cover them up slut in the corner. Looking for a fun song. I recommend Enemies to Lovers, a musical. It's the name of the song. Ooh. When you get two people who would gouge out their own eyes for committing, put them in an empty That does sound really silly. Okay, wait, I'll save that as well. I like Enemies to Lovers tropes, and I like when they're stupid. The stupider the better. I'm glad you like it, B. I thought you would. Okay. Let's get this little curl here. Ah. I forgot this is still red. Making his hair luscious and beautiful and curly. He deserves it. He's got beautiful boobs. He deserves beautiful hair to curl over it, so that I don't have to draw his nipples. His nips wouldn't be that high anyway. They're like over here. Oh, I might have to draw this one. Oh my god, I'm showing the same songs. B, please suggest a song or like some other thing that I can go into a tangent about, that I can talk about, so I don't just keep singing 3 songs that are stuck in my head and not saying anything. I beg you. I tend to get quiet while I'm lining anyway, and even though this is just like cleaning lines, it's still lining, so I'm doing that. But I don't need to be quiet while I'm doing this. I don't need that much focus. But I just have like a bunch of songs stuck in my head, so I'm scared if I try and say anything, it's just the same songs again and again. And I'm like, bro, karaoke's later today, not now. And it can't be Mimukawa, nice try. Please. I know you of all people would not suggest that song, so it's fine. Open up your eyes. I don't remember how any of the further song goes than that. Open up your eyes. End of song. I guess Twilight agreed. She did open her eyes. She was like, okay, here you go. I'm looking. And she was like, awesome. Okay, so just so you know, some people are racist. And the world is hard. I made that flick so much more cutesy than I meant to over here, actually. I was meant to be a lot thicker, but it's kind of silly like that. I gotta change that. You look so girly pop. which is good for him, but it's not how he intended it. That's a bit better. Especially like these lines. You get a special kind of love that sets my heart afire, an inevitable bomb without a fuse or a wire. Oh, that's really fun. Because enemies and lovers walk a line that's thinner than a year-old shoe. You love to hate, but you'll break and say I do. Oh, I like that. I love enemies to lovers tropes. I love enemies to lovers tropes. I love enemies to lovers tropes when they're stupid about it. I love when everyone else realizes they're lovers before they'll accept it themselves. I love when they obviously love each other, but they'd rather kill themselves than say it. They'd rather explode than say it. They'd rather sleep in the nether in Minecraft. Or fence off their pool in The Sims 4. In hit game Sims 4. Did you guys know? That's what I can talk about. Guys, did you know there's a Sims 4 board game now? I own the Sims 4 board game. I haven't played it yet. I've unboxed it to like look at it, but I haven't even like read the instructions yet because I've been really busy. And I know that if I stop to go and read through the instructions and test it out, I'm going to play it for like 3 days. I'm going to get Neri and lock him in a room with me, and he's not going to be allowed to do anything else. And he's aware of this and he's fine with that as well, but I have to try and get art done first. But there's a Sims 4 board game and I have it. I own it. I really want to do a hand cam stream playing it. I don't even know if that'll be interesting at all to watch us play a stupid fucking board game as a hand cam, but I'm gonna do it at some point. Will you guys watch me and Neri play the Sims 4 board game? I want to so bad. I don't even know fully what you do in the game yet. You just got it. It released like the other day. But I have it. I own it. There's a Sims 4 board game in my room right now as we speak. Not clickbait. Real. I'm so excited. I really want to play Sims again as well. I've been wanting to stream Sims, but like I was like, okay, I mean, I could stream Sims. We could do more Mallory stuff. And I think it's about time that I'm kind of like, I'm happy with everything that we've got with Mallory Borealis. And I think her life is really cute. But I'm also kind of ready to move on because I think for Sims streams, at least that we're doing, it's more fun when the life is a little bit more busy. And Mallory's life is like mostly settling. I mean, Greg's still trying to like kill the evil women, you know, but there's only so much you can do with that. So I'm like in a state where I kind of want to feel like I want to know what I want to do next with Mallory overall, so then I can work towards that. Like how with Nicole, I was like, I love her and we have to do stuff with her for ages, but I do want to do something else and give her like a kid or something like that. So then once we hit a point with Nancy, I was like, okay, let's do like a 24-hour stream where whatever happens, it happens. But the goal is to get her to like her 5-star level of fame, and then either she will die trying or she'll kill everyone else in the process, and then we'll like move on with her runaway kid after that, you know, kind of fell into place for me. I had a goal, had an end goal, you know. I want to know where it's going to end, but I don't know that for Mallory yet. And I haven't been in the mood to stream specifically Mallory. I wanted to try something new. And also recently I was like, I want to play something with people, even though I love Sims and could play it for like a month straight and have done that before. I wanted to play something with people, which is why I've been doing more collab games like Super Bunny Man and Peak and stuff, because I think it's fun to play with other people. You guys should check out the Peak stream and the Super Bunny Man stream, especially the first Super Bunny Man and the Peak one did. Because honestly, I know it was at a really bad time for a lot of you guys because it was very different to my usual time slot, because it was at the same time that I normally end streams rather than start them. But they were some of the most fun that I've ever had on stream. But anyway. Yeah, if you want something silly as background noise sometime, then definitely check them out. But yeah, I've been I need to figure out what I want to do with Mallory, because last time the goal for Mallory kind of fell into my hands perfectly because of Enchanted by Nature coming out, because it was like, okay, we've got one person who ran away and we've got a pack coming out where people can sleep on the ground and eat dirt and try to survive and rough it in nature or become fairies and stuff. That's like literally perfect. So I'll do that, and that will be our playthrough for that. Whereas like Nicole wasn't really a specified thing, but she was for rent focused at first, I guess, and then like we'll get famous and shit. The next pack though doesn't lend itself super well to doing any big story with it. Like I have thought about ways to use it with Mallory, is the same as I thought about ways to use it with Sims in my forever save. Like I have some Sims in my personal family save, my forever save, that I want to turn into like camp counselors and stuff, because I think it'd be a great job for them, stuff like that. But I don't know, it doesn't give much a life story. I could make Mallory be like a little what's it, like camp for young kids and stuff. I don't know, maybe Mallory wants to invent a place where kids who are in like, you know, shitty lives like her but have parents that have a shit ton of money and want to get rid of them can go escape to somewhere for a bit and actually learn about nature and have a nice peaceful break. Because it's probably what her childhood was like. She probably went to a bunch of like summer camps as a kid to learn shit and become a prodigy. Maybe she could create one herself. But that would be like a new goal, but it wouldn't necessarily move us on. Because what I need to do for that is make a new sim, I guess. Or have Mallory have kids? I don't know. Maybe she could... Maybe we could aim to, like, adopt one of the kids from whatever thing we go to eventually. Because it would be fun to continue this sort of legacy, even though it's not really a legacy. Because we started with a sim that is not even related to the one that we're using now, because she didn't... She just, like, married into the family. But it could be cute. Don't know. We've also got Jeff to think about. I renamed Jeff, didn't I? In our last sim stream, but I don't remember what I renamed him to. Sorry, Jeff, for dead naming you. But we've also got Jeff to think about in his quest to like be super fucking evil and destroy Nancy and Nicole's lives and maybe kill them, and then go back to being a super normal, nice ghost with his daughter. Did you become functionally immortal? Nicole did, yeah. Another cool song, Strawberry Aside. Ooh, I don't know that. I have a strawberry sigh on the side next to you, no wasting time. Can you tell me the truth? I'm feeling you, I'm feeling you. Yay! That sounds cute. Reminds me of songs by 𝘆cie𝘂𝗿. I don't actually know how you pronounce this name. This one. I've been calling it 𝘆cie, like aloha, but hi! But I don't know if that's correct. But I really like their music a lot. It has that sort of vibe of, oh my gosh, I know my headphones are running out of battery. Stop beeping! Stop beeping in my ear! When they run out of battery, they'll run out of battery. I don't charge my headphones. I don't take them off and put them back in the case. I fucking wear them. And if they die, I don't hear shit. Anyway, 𝘆cie is really, really comfy, cute songs that I like. A lot of them have cute little romance lyrics like this, with that feel like a, I don't know, just like a slice of life, I guess is the best way to put it. They really have that like sort of like teenage romance vibe a lot of the time. Makes you feel kind of innocent and sweet. Sweet like cinnamon, don't know what to say to him. Told you I would change, but the years have proved me wrong. When you told me I should grow up, I thought that I would throw up. Funny how simple work can push me off the edge. Cause I'm better like cinnamon, I can barely look at him. Help me clear my mind just to focus on my steps. When you told me you should grow up, I thought that I would throw up. Funny how a simple word can push me off the edge. Sweet, I think I need to make my decision. Am I sweet if they can't figure out my condition? Take it back. That's high as fuck to do right now. I also like Cinnamon is one of my favorite of 𝘆cie's songs, along with oh, what's been in my head lately? I like Let Me Dance a lot. I like magazines. I've been listening to Better Luck Next Time. I think the first one that got stuck in my head was Seasons by 𝘆cie. Oh fuck, what are the other ones that I like most? They're leaving my brain. But anyway, yeah, Sims. I've been wanting to play more Sims lately because I miss it. But I think I've been wanting. Oh my god, stop beeping in my ear! I don't care if my headphones die. I don't care if my headphones die. I don't care if I wish you guys could hear this little beep. It just goes beep beep. It mutes one of the headphones and makes the other one go beep beep to remind me that they're running out of battery. But I do not care. The way I don't care is crazy. Maybe I'll end this stream once my headphones die. Because I'm gonna, like I said, my plan for today is actually, I'm gonna do karaoke after this because I feel like it. We'll do a casual one just for a couple hours because it's already fairly late in the day to do something long. A casual one meaning we just like get on there and I look through for whatever songs I have instrumentals of on this app that I use for karaoke called Karafun. If it has it, we sing it. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And if something goes wrong, oh well. Because it's not like planned out in like a concerty way, like big karaoke I did from my birthday and from my 1K and stuff like that. There we go. But that'll be fun because I feel like it and nobody can stop me. But I'm not sure when exactly I'll do it because I was like, I'm gonna keep this piece mostly monochrome, like just leave it in like red and white and maybe add some little extra shading colors because I felt like it with how sketchy I did. I thought it'd just be nice like that. So it's not like it'll take me long to do that. And I was gonna do it just when I'm done. But maybe since my headphones are dying, I'll need to switch headphones for karaoke so that I don't have latency. Anyway, which will take me a sec. So maybe once these headphones die, these Bluetooth ones that I'm wearing right now, I'll just wrap this up. And if I finish this, then it's finished and I give it to B. And if it's not, then I do it after karaoke by myself. Sweet, I think I need to make my decision. Am I sweet? 'Cause they can't figure out my condition. Stop beeping, stop beeping, stop beeping! Okay. Okay, his hair's all clean. Yay! I need to take some of my water. You guys, make sure that you're taking sips of your drinks too. Don't be dehydrated. Drink your juice. Drink your water. Drink your pomegranate milk. What can I gargle? I like gargling music. Hang on. I'm not alone. I'm not alone. You can go. Okay. All right. All right, B. Okay. Okay, come over then. Catch a flight then. Come on. Come on. I'm not alone. Now you are here. The constellations are so clear. Gravity is pulling me. Oh my god! These fucking headphones are pissing me off so bad. Hey, watch the first episode. Yeah, that is very unusual to hear. What is unusual to hear? Huh? Of what? Huh? What? Huh? Huh? What? First episode of what? I'm all like, yeah! Yippee! For that, hang on. For that, I'll go something for you, B. Hang on. I can't do the pauses in between. I can't do the pauses in between. I'll choke. Hang on. Your lips, your eyes are on my mind. Can't hit rewind. It's all the time. It's cute. The GL are me gargling. No beat can hit any less tough. Oh, they kiss! Yay! With the sound of the bass, I'll forget your face, 'cause all that I can see, beat of the drum, make the pain go numb. Oh my god, stop beeping. 'Cause to me, you'll always be detrimental. Detrimental. I can do another one for B. Hang on. I'm showing B how well I can gargle it. Since that was B, that's what B was asking. Hang on. Let me get another one for B. This is probably gonna be even harder. Wait. wait. Sorry, the fucking that part sounded so stupid for me. Oversimplify the broken heart. There's like anyone goes to watch this VOD, they look through. There's just like 20 minutes of gargling content. Can you even tell what songs I'm singing when I'm doing this? I don't know if you can. Because I can hear that I'm hitting the pitches mostly right, but I don't know if maybe it's like less comprehensible when you're not in my ears. Oh, one of my headphones is now officially dead. I only have one headphone that's surviving. Let's see how long we can go. We're living in crazy times now, guys. Guys, this is really fucking serious. I only have one headphone left. I don't know if I'm gonna survive. You guys gotta wish for me luck. I might be dead. I might die. They might take me out back and destroy my headphone. Your lips, your eyes are on my mind. I want a big brush for this. It's already in the corner, so I might as well just fill it in entirely. Booby. Booby. Like ooby dooby, like Addy. Like Addy to that bobbity booby the booby. Bibbity bobbity boo. Bibbity bobbity boob. Get it? Get it? I put a B at the end because he's got boobies, and it's like really funny, guys. You get it? You get it? It's like really funny. It's like really clever. You might not get it, but it's like really funny. If you stop and think about it for a sec, it's like really funny. Better offers. The morning of one still alive. Oh, that was another note. Still alive. Better off in the dark than in the light. Better off near death than feel alright. Need audience approval. That's way too high to mumble. Oh no. Oh no, I've got like hiccups and burps coming because I just spent so much time gargling. I apologize if this stream ends with really awful noises. I'll try my best not for it to be that way. You know, on my list of skills that I think I just kind of deserve to learn, that I should learn just for the sake of them being on brand for me, like being in character, just for my aura, I think burping the alphabet is one of them. It's pretty low down. It's not something I'm in any rush to do. Let that be known. I'm not like, I don't need that. However, I think it's like one of those party tricks that weird little guys have that I think I deserve to be one of those, the weird little guys that can do that. Not because it's like necessary for anything. It's just like it just kind of fits my image. That's kind of Emmy core. I seem like oh yeah, I can burp the alphabet, while drunk at a party kind of guy, you know? I don't get drunk, so at least I gotta learn how to burp the alphabet. I feel like that would only be fair. Universally. Cosmically speaking. Tragic but perfectly on schedule. Okay. This neck kind of doesn't make that much sense, but I'm kind of doing shit until I can pretend that it makes sense. Do you get me? Like it's kind of normal if you don't look too close. Which means it's normal. Definitely, totally. Okay. I don't know how I'm gonna clean up these boobs. Part of why I left it sketchy was because I was like, yeah, I don't think I can do boob lines that look good and are clean on MS Paint right now for this angle. So I'm just gonna have to sketch it because otherwise I'd normally express most of this boob angle with shading, and I'm not shading. Now I've kind of limited myself away from doing either. So we'll see how that goes. So far, not well, but it'll be fine. Just boobies. I'm not scared of boobies. Who's afraid of the big bad boobs? Not me. Not me. Who's afraid of the big bad boobs? Not me. Not me. I didn't realize I was crying. I don't know why I keep not keeping track of my expressions lately. Maybe my face is worn out because I'm sick. Normally, you can see me changing all the time. But I keep forgetting I'm making a face. I mean, to be fair, people do that when they draw. Don't you guys do that? The thing where you're like drawing expressions on a character and then you mimic it IRL the whole time. It's pretty normal to do because it's like especially when it's like an intense thing because you're trying to like get your brain to, you're like imagining in your brain how it feels to push your face that way. So you kind of just end up doing it subconsciously, even if you're not looking at your own face. But I do it a lot. So I look a little stupid sometimes. Because it's like you're sitting there fucking looking at a piece of paper or at a computer screen. And I'm just like sitting there. Let's imagine an Emmy. Close your eyes and imagine an Emmy. So don't close them because I'm drawing one. But let's all imagine an Emmy. I'm sure you can conjure up one in the back of your mind since you're Recky Gatchies and you're Getty but Recky. Here's an Emmy. Here's an Emmy. Drawing on their little paper with their silly little crayons. And then you imagine looking over at an Emmy, and like say there's someone who's like angry on the page, like grrr. And then I'm sitting here perfectly fine, having a wonderful time, and I look like, oh wait, that pen's big as fuck. I look like a fucking JoJo's character, but only in the face. Mad as hell, and for what? I look like this because I'm drawing some angry guy. And then someone come over and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm fine, I'm chilling, I'm good, I'm alright, everything's good, yeah, I'm fine, I'm chill. How are you? Yay! What time is it? Okay, it's 4:30. Yeah, I can totally do karaoke after this. If I wrap up at like 5, I think that'll work. I'll just do any extra last touches of colors that I want to do for this offline after, and then give it to be as a little treat at the end of the day. I don't know what the fuck I was doing with all these sketchy lines, to be honest with you. This is like a mess over here, and I don't know what my goal was, so I don't know how to clean it up, because I don't know what the fuck I was getting at. It's all just kind of there. Making a mess. I guess I can fill a lot of this with black, though. It's not black, but with my black color here. My black stand-in. That feels not right. That's definitely not right. That's also a really thin collarbone for a guy this is chunky. And I don't know what to do with all of this. I guess I'll turn this into shading. I don't fucking know. Was this meant to be the boob line, or was this meant to... No, I think that the part that I drew was meant to be a part of the shading. Because I wanted it to go like here, I think. Yeah. Now I can finally open my eyes. Yeah, like this. That's meant to be the part that's connected. This is just meant to be part of a shadow here. Well, a highlight here. For the curve of the boob, it's very important. I'm studying its curvature. I'm a professor of curvature, as it were. In the umadachi, umapyoi, sukidachi, umapyoi, unya san ni each fight kind of way. You know. But about boobs. Get you out my life, boy. I'll get you. Get you out my life, boy. Get you out my life, boy. Okay. By the way, I am still thinking about Mighty. If anyone was curious, I am. I said earlier that anytime that I'm quiet or just singing random other songs trying to get something else stuck in my head, yeah, I am still thinking about Mighty Mouse. Sorry. My bad. Oh, my life, boy, I'll get you. These lines look really freaky. That's not good. Okay, let's try this instead. Let's just thicken this here as a way of showing the shadow here. Like that. Let's try that. Yeah, that's a little bit more natural, kind of, sort of. I think I'm gonna have to fix a bunch of those little line parts when I'm coloring. Watch a couple of episodes. You know, I'm wary of recommending that you watch this drama for the most part because of the acting. Was the acting not good? Is it cute stuff with bad acting? That makes sense. I've watched a lot of things like that. Get you out my life, boy. Get you out my life, boy. That is a really weirdly straight shoulder. That's not how that's meant to be. Why did I do it like that? Okay. Let's move this. Smooth out this part of it. That looks a little bit better. Even though it's still weird. Looks a little bit better because it gives a kind of fake muscle down here. I think it's a bit too far out, though. You know who else has muscles? You know who else has muscly shoulders? Mighty Mouse. See, I have a reason to be thinking about him. You know who else has red in his hair and has hair that goes around his shoulders all in pretty curls? Mighty Mouse. You know who else has big boobs? Mighty Mouse. You know who else? Mighty Mouse. I feel like that one clip of Finan in one of the Hongai Star Rail like live streams, like one of the advertising ones, where he's talking about Mighty and he's like, you want might? He's got might. You want wisdom? He's got might. You want humor? He's got might. That's me relating everything to Mighty. Like, oh yeah, this himbo wolf boy is great, but you know who's also great? Midamos. He's got red. You want red in the hair? There's Midamos. You want big boobies? There's Midamos. You want muscles? There's Midamos. You want wolf boy? He doesn't have that, but I have Midamos. You want himbo? He's not one, but he is Midamos. I love drawing big claw nails like this. They're really, really fun. I forgot that in dramas, if they're not Korean, acting often jumps from very bad to good. That's especially evident in Japanese. And yes, I understand they very often cast popular say in lead roles. Oh, yeah. No, I know exactly what you mean. Yeah, there's a lot of dramas like that where they're just meant to be something cute, so they just accept, like, yeah, the acting doesn't need to be perfect. This person's popular and they're cute. It'll sell. But honestly, to be honest, I think a lot of K-dramas can be like that as well. I've run into a lot that have really lame acting and a cute concept, and then I find out that the lead person is just like some popular like model or idol. And there are a lot that I've watched also that have popular idols in them that are great actors too, but I think that happens in K-dramas too. I think it's probably just more that you have an easier source of recommendations for good K-dramas and like a, I don't know, maybe bigger industry, at least for this kind of specific content. There's plenty of them that have bad acting as well. You just run into them less. When you're finding more K-dramas as a whole and more that are already like search for and like easy accessible on things like YouTube because they're so popular with people, because people are seeking them out because they like K-pop, therefore they decided they like K-dramas. It's easier to run into less shitty ones because people won't pirate them so much or recommend them so much. I can feel my earphones' life slipping away from me the more I go. By that I mean this earphone, for these earbuds, one of them, if you tap them, lets you make the music, like the audio, louder. One of them lets you make it quieter. I've only got the one that lets you make it quieter left on. So every time I accidentally move a little bit, my sound gets quieter and it feels as if the earphone is like dying bit by bit. Which it is, but you know. Okay. This is Pinky. Yay! Okay, I forgot that I haven't cleaned his face yet, but yay! We're almost there. Almost through all the line cleaning, and then I just get to add more colors and be silly. I will say, ever since I changed the ad thing with this stream to be every 30 minutes, like at the same time for everyone, rather than every 30 minutes that apparently just is automatically depending on people, I think it's been actually following that. I think that's why we all got an ad so immediately, because it changed to based on when the stream started, and that was just coincidence. But since then, I don't think I've gotten any video ones. You guys let me know if you have. But I don't think I've had any video ads. Like the ones that pop up underneath the screen, or like to the side, they piss me off really bad, but I don't know if YouTube's counting them as the same thing. They really annoy me, actually. I hate how it takes you out of full screen if you're on like a mobile device, or covers up chat when you've got it open. It's really fucking stupid and intrusive. But anyway, ignoring that so I don't crash out about it. I don't think one of those has, like one of the video ones has popped up if we ignore those little side things. So I think it's working, in which case I'll probably have my streams like this from now on, where it's every 30 minutes and it's at the same time for everyone, because at least that means that I can stop talking for a sec so you guys don't get interrupted. Because then that's not so bad. Okay, there's an eye. Not exactly how I wanted it. I need to make that a little more cunty, but it is an eye. Let's make this sharper, like the original. This thinner. This is a little too much. Okay. Coloring. I love coloring and drawing and playing with my friends and gargling water to pretend that I'm singing. Teehee, teehee, teehee. That's what I feel like every time I need to like introduce myself on someone else's stream, or like to other people, like with my card and stuff. It's kind of scary because I'm like, I don't know how to say this in a way it doesn't sound dumb. Like, yeah, I like to draw and be silly, and I do like sing and write lyrics and make music and stuff. Most of the time I draw with my mouse because I think that's fun, or I play Sims because Sims is fun. I like to be silly and color things in. That's about it. That's my life. I talk to little gay people hidden in my pooter, and they color. And they all go, yay! And I go, oh yeah, I wanted coloring. That's you guys. You're the little gay people in my pewter. Did you know that? Did you know that you are gay? If not, I have some news to tell you. You are gay. You're gay. You're gay? You're gay. You're one of them queers. You're girly pop. Okay, that's pretty much cleaned. Ah, wrong button. Okay. If Mimokawa, nice try, comes back to being stuck in my head one more time, I will crash out and also will do a fucking Uno stream somehow. I don't know. I need this song to get out of my head and get something good out of it, but I don't want to cover it. There's, like I said, there's one cover that I really like, and I think it's really good, but I have no desire to cover it myself unless I can make something that's that silly out of it, and I don't have the time for that. Guys, you want an Uno stream? Do you want an Uno stream? That looks so good now. Thank you. Yay. Do you want a stream where I get my friends and we make the fucking "you have Uno" jokes like 10 times over, probably? I don't. I have the oldest Xbox known to man. You have Uno! Or I could do Uno hand cam if I'm gonna do Sims board game hand cam. Maybe I should. I kind of want to play like a bunch of shitty board games with Neria's hand cam streams. We've talked about it before. There's a lot of weird little ones we like. There's some really specific versions of Monopoly that we want to play sometime, like really specific. Because they have so many random fucking sponsors. And I want to play stupid card games with people. I want to teach people card games that I like. Maybe I should try and get a bunch of my friends over and do like a little card game night stream. As if you're with us, you know? Having a little game night. Maybe we can do Batsus and stuff for losers as well. That would be really fun, actually. Oh, that would be so fun. I wish I could get more of the hyperspace homies here IRL, but only... I mean, a lot of them are British people that I know IRL, but a lot of the ones that I yap with most regularly that would be most down for this and are not. They're away in other lands. Yippee! Okay, he's clean. He's clean. Now that he's a clean boy, and it's about to turn 5, I'll do a little tiny bit of touching some stuff up, and then we'll go karaoke, I think. Because why the fuck not? And then I'll finish this more later, because I kind of need a break from my ass anyway. Regardless of how much I've finished this right now, my butt hurts. I've been sitting too long lately because I've been grinding so much art stuff. So my butt hurts. So let me put this here. And then do the rest of it by myself later. Let's color in his eyebrows quickly. Just so that I have a little pages to go off. Something like that. I'll make these colors. I'm gonna put more layers to these colors so they're not so different in a sec, because I don't want that to, like, these are all supposed to be this kind of the same red, so those will change soon. I will fix them later by layering them together. Okay, yeah. So I want to do a gorilla karaoke. I want to do karaoke. Fuck it, we bowl. Who's gonna stop me doing karaoke? I'm gonna schedule it right now. So we'll do karaoke after the stream. So don't go anywhere yet, because we're doing that. I'm gonna yap with you guys for a sec before I do that, and then I can raid straight into it. Reuse settings. Na 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 na. Singing random stuff. Singing random stuff. I'm sick though. Deje pero. Let me get the timestamps out of the description because they're not there. But yeah, I feel like doing karaoke. I feel like singing. So let's do that. I'm going to switch to a karaoke stream in a sec. I'll probably set it to be at like 6 since it's 5 right now. Or maybe in like half an hour instead rather than an entire hour. Turn off monetization. Sure. I want that and that. Let's set it for half past. And then I will go like pee and catch my breath and stretch my butt. And then we'll go do singing. We'll go do singing. You guys can hang out with me. We'll sing some stuff. Someone say Uno. Someone plus 100 Uno card. No! Okay. That is now scheduled. So, I will see you guys. Does that... Oh, that thumbnail still says English karaoke. I should probably change it. It won't necessarily be English, but we'll find out. I will see you guys in a sec. Thank you for hanging out with me while I do Yashi. Look at him. Look at his beautiful boobies. He's almost done. Yay. I'll finish him later after I've stretched a sec by doing karaoke. Because when I do karaoke, I stand up. So that'll work better. For now, if your day's about to end, then yasemi. And if it's just getting started, have a very lucky day. But don't go anywhere yet, because I'm about to send you to my karaoke stream. We'll go to the ending screen for a sec, and then I'll send you straight over as a raid into my next stream. I will see you guys in a minute. But first, also, I love you guys. I love you. And you guys love me, right? Which is why you're going to come watch karaoke. You're going to come do karaoke with me? Yeah? Is it going to let me raid my own stream? It's not letting me right now. Why is it not doing that? Hello, YouTube, please let me. Pretty please. Don't go anywhere yet, actually, because I'm not done. Actually, while we're here, a few days ago, sorry, my delivery guy saw me face to face and it was scary. So for the past couple of weeks, I haven't had time to cook. Well, no, that's lie. I just feels like I don't really know how to cook anymore. It's like I hate with the men about presidents, you know, and film them, sources them to hot pan, choking off just on the fumes. So yeah, I'm ordering food for whichever meal, body or bowl or cereal. Now, I'm not used to how fast I get hungry in this body, not the demon hunger. It's 2023 dark above us, Akuma hunger, just regular hunger. There we go, now I can read to it. Okay, I will see you guys in half an hour, where we'll do some singing. Bye. See you in a sec. See you in a sec. Don't go anywhere. I'll be watching. I'm watching. Yay. I pressed the fucking cut button instead of my tetel fate. I need my tetel. You know, actually, I'll give you guys Miku today.